Brewers with an opportunity to sweep this doubleheader. Last time they swept a twin bill, August of 2024 in Cincinnati. It is Game 2 and also Game 3 of the series. Brewers have taken the first couple against the Cardinals, and this is the On Deck Show built by Menards. Tonight's starting lineups are presented by Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment. Now, supporting Wisconsin's critical infrastructure. Visit WIIN at wisconsininfrastructure.com. It is heard from Luis Lara. He's going to bat second in his debut against Hunter Dobbins. He's the 27th man today in the doubleheader for the Cardinals. They'll make the start. Christian Yelich, who was 3 for 5 in the opener, leads off again as the DH, and Lara is playing center field. Bryce Terang bats third and plays second base, and Andrew Vaughn is in there for the first time in the series, batting cleanup and playing first base. Jake Bauers in left field will bat fifth. Gary Sanchez gives William Contreras the game off as the catcher. He'll bat sixth. Sal Frelick in right field is hitting seventh, and Cooper Pratt, the shortstop, again bats number 8. Joey Ortiz, with Hamilton on the injured list, figures to be the third baseman just about every day. And after a great game one, he's there again batting ninth against Dobbins. Also out of the lineup, of course, Jackson Chourio in this one. So no Contreras, no Chourio, and no Mitchell. On the other side, it's Robert Gasser, the 27th man of the doubleheader for the Brewers. He makes the start against these 9. It's J.J. Weatherholt back to second base, and he'll be in the leadoff spot. Ivan Herrera does the catching for this one, homered against Miz earlier. Herrera bats second. Jordan Walker also went deep against Jacob Mizorowski. He'll bat third and play right. Nelson Velasquez is the DH and cleanup hitter. Alec Burleson, the first baseman, will bat fifth against the lefty Gasser. Mason Wynn's in at shortstop, hitting sixth. Jose Fermin, the utility man, moves to left field and bats seventh. Rookie Blaze Jordan playing third base will hit eighth, and Nathan Church in center field rounds out the order against Gasser. The umpires presented by Cannon and Dunphy. Adam Hammery's behind home plate. Jen Powell is at first, with the crew chief Todd Tishner second, and Edwin Jimenez is over at third base. Cannon and Dunphy, trusted by Wisconsin families since 1985, just like the umpires keep the game fair. Cannon and Dunphy fights for justice when it matters most. Cannon and Dunphy, Milwaukee's trusted personal injury attorneys. Lane is back with more. First pitch is right around the corner here from Busch Stadium on the Brewers Radio Network.
Rev up your rewards at the pump with the Club Citgo app. Join today and enter for the chance to win big with members-only sweepstakes, plus everyday savings that stack automatically. Start with 20 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up, and unlock even more. So what are you waiting for? Download the Club Citgo app today and you're good to go. Savings good up to 30 gallons only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Smart 18 is the union for Wisconsin's sheet metal workers. And a Smart 18 partnership comes with a powerful advantage for business owners. You'll have access to a highly skilled workforce and enhanced training and safety programs, which means less turnovers and headaches. Plus, Smart 18 connections bring more job bids, helping you grow and gain a competitive edge. Move your shop ahead. Visit GoSmart18.com today.
Celebrate and save big during Steinhaffel's Furniture and Mattress 4th of July sale. Save up to 30% store-wide, then take $75 off every $7.99 you spend. And we make buying your new room easy with our special 60-month 0% financing. Plus, take an extra 15% off our already low-priced clearance. And don't forget about the amazing doorbusters throughout the store. It's Steinhaffel's 4th of July sale. Shop in-store or online at steinhaffels.com.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is being brought to you by American Family Insurance. Miller Lite, it's Miller time. Construction Business Group, Usinger's famous sausage. Usinger's in baseball, it's just not summer without them. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Menards, Potawatomi Sportsbook. Prevea Health, Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now. Delta Dental, Quick Trip, Pops Tire Service, West Bend Insurance, the Silver Lining. Smart 18, Steinhaffel's, Toyota, Woodman's Food Market, Carbliss, a premium ready-to-drink cocktail, Highland Resort and Casino, Wisconsin Dental Association, Ironworkers Local 8, Cedar Crest Ice Cream, Wisconsin Biofuels, North Shore Adult, Cedar Crest Ice Cream, Wisconsin Biofuel, Wisconsin Laborers District Council, Tsunami Express Car Wash, and Wisconsin's Dairy Farmers. Brewers and the Cardinals, Game 2 of this doubleheader, Game 3 of this series. It is on the way with the first pitch when we return after these words on the On Deck Show, built by Menards, on the Brewers Radio Network.
Summer and baseball go hand in hand, and as a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers, Cardinals is helping fans swing into full flavor all season long. Whether you're at the ballpark, tailgating with friends, or catching the game from home, Cardinals delivers bold flavor in a convenient canned cocktail that's ready wherever summer takes you. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 100 calories, gluten-free and full of flavor. Carbless. Find your bliss near you at drinkcarbless.com.
The stories you're talking about on Wisconsin's Morning News.
Brandon Woodruff seems to be dealing with a dead arm again. Man, I just don't feel good about this.
Woody was so consistent in spring training with his messaging saying, all I care about is being available at the end of the year. Maybe somebody else steps up in the meantime. Maybe a trade acquisition comes in, whatever it may be. But for the sake of Woody and for the sake of knowing what you got, it might be time to just kind of say, let's make sure you're ready for the end of the year.
Only here on WTMJ.
Elevate your home field advantage by designing it around the way you actually live. Mike Wood here from Callan. What if your home perfectly fit your lifestyle? For 40 years, Callan has helped homeowners like you transform your living spaces from energy-efficient windows and doors to beautiful kitchens and spa-worthy bathrooms, featuring superior quality and craftsmanship you can see and feel for years to come. We start by listening and end with a home you truly love. Request your consultation today at callcallan.com and click the green button. Callan. Design, build, live.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local and they understand how important that is. They're exceptional customers at their local and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Freebie in the Fifth is back. In the middle of the fifth inning, listen for the cue to call to win 2 tickets and a parking pass to EAA AirVenture in Oshkosh on the home of the Brewers, WTMJ.
Cardinals out on the field. The first 2 games of this 5-game set won by the Brewers by identical 4-3 scores. In fact, Milwaukee's on a 3-game winning streak, and every single one of those has been a 1-run win. What do we have in store for the nightcap of this doubleheader here at Busch? We'll find out as we wrap up the On Deck show built by Menards, and Hunter Dobbins is taking his warm-up tosses. Let's take a drive around the league. It's brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. Well, the Cubs, after a rain delay, are in action in Baltimore opening a series. That game is scoreless in the bottom of the first inning. Matthew Boyd on the hill for the Northsiders. We're going to see Pittsburgh coming up this weekend. They have scored 7 for Paul Skeens early. 7 runs against Hurston Waldrop of Atlanta. Skeens has a 7-2 lead in that game going to the 4th in game 1 of that series. Fans, we're ready to roll with the game, which is brought to you by Boucher Automotive Group. Start your journey with confidence. We ride with you every mile. Visit Boucher.com. Lots of news to get to as the game goes along, but first and foremost, we're ready for baseball. Trying for the doubleheader sweep, and to call the action, here's my partner, Lane Grindle.
All right, thank you, Josh. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. Christian Yelich strolling to the plate to lead things off for the crew. Our quick trip around the bases presented by Mamba Candy tonight. And tonight's contestant in the quick trip around the bases is Anthony Morial. If the Brewers score in the first inning, Anthony will win a $100 quick trip gift card, compliments of Mamba Candy and Quick Trip. Hunter Dobbins' first pitch of this game is in there for strike 1, and it's 0-1. Stop in and pick up Mamba Magic Sticks or Mamba Berry Tasty at Quick Trip. Yelich, a very good game 1 today in the doubleheader. Takes low with a breaking ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Yelich with 3 hits in game 1. The 1-1 missed up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Got underway on time tonight. 6:45, 84 degrees at first pitch here in St. Louis. No rain. 2-1. That missed down and in. 3 balls and 1 strike on Yelich. First pitch of Brewers baseball brought to you by Carbless. Premium cocktails in a can. Stop at your local retailer and stock up for the game or for your next tailgate. Carbless. Less is more. Here's the 3-1 to Yelich from Dobbins, and that is a strike at the top of the zone. A fastball at 94, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Yelich. Here's the pitch from Dobbins, and Yelich swings on it and fouls it up the first baseline near Spencer Allen. The battle continues at 3-2. Yelich doing a good job seeing a lot of pitches here in this first at bat, giving Luis Lara in the on-deck circle a moment or two to get his feet underneath of him before he steps to the plate for the first time in his career. This one's lined foul and out of play down the left field line, and it stays at 3-2 on Yelich. It'll be at least 8 pitches in this initial at bat for Christian. And now Yelich, I think, was going to ask for time, but instead, Ivan Herrera, who does the catching today, was needing time to adjust his gear. Here's the 3-2 to Yelich, and a ground ball sharply hit to the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Slings it over to first from behind the second base bag, and there's one away. And here is Luis Lara, the diminutive center fielder, just 5'7", has put together a monster season at AAA Nashville. It's a nice ovation from the crowd. 21 years of age, a .321 average in AAA Nashville, 9 home runs, 42 driven in for the switch-hitting Luis Lara. And Dobbins' first pitch to him is high, and it's 1-0. Signed the deal last month with the Brewers, the extension. And now he's here in the big leagues. 1-0 pitch. He checks on a slider that cut the inside edge, and it's 1-1. Sat on the bench for game 1, and now he is hitting in the 2 spot here tonight for Milwaukee. 1-1, and he took outside with a splitter. It's going to be challenged, though, by Herrera. Challenge is brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. I think he's going to win this one. He is. It is overturned. It is a strike at the top of the zone. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Luis Lara. Lara getting the start in center field tonight for the Crew. You'll see him in there most days. 1-2 pitch. That's way inside. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. See him play a lot of center, a little bit of right field. They'll be creative, but they'll find ways to get him in the lineup. 2-2 pitch. And he took low, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes, giving the Brewers a good at bat here. The Brewers have made Dobbins throw a lot of pitches through these first 2 batters. Now time is called as Lara steps up. Number 4 prospect according to MLB Pipeline in the Brewers organization. Number 67 overall in baseball. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and this one is blooped foul and out of play down the third baseline into the Brewers dugout. The battle continues. At least 7 pitches to Lara after an 8-pitch battle for Yelich. Lara, the switch hitter, up there left-handed against the righty Dobbins. 3-2 pitch, and this is a ground ball. Hits the mound, carries out to Wynn, throws to first in time to take care of Lara. And there's 2 away, so that's how Lara's first big league at bat concludes. Competitive at bat, but a 6-3 ground out. And there's 2 away now for Bryce Terang. Cardinals wearing their home whites, Brewers wearing their navy road tops with the gray pants. Cardinals with those red caps. First pitch to Terang is a swing and a miss at a fastball at 95, and it's 0-1. Cardinals defensively, Fermin's in left tonight. Church in center, Walker in right. Jordan is the third baseman. Wynn at short. Weatherhold at second, Burleson at first. Swung on and fouled back into the net, and it's 0-2 on Terang. And Ivan Herrera does the catching. Adam Hammery is our home plate umpire. Jim Powell at first. Todd Titchener, the crew chief, at second. And Edwin Jimenez at third base. 0-2 to Terang is lined into right. That's going to get down for a base hit. This could be extra bases for Terang. Walker over there to cut it off before it gets to the warning track. Terang with a foot first slide into second. And a 2-out double here in the top of the first. So a doubles party in the first game for the Brewers. And a double in the first inning here for the Crew off the bat of Terang. His 21st double of the season. And $75 to the MAC Fund, courtesy of Westbin, the Silver Lining. So Terang had that hitting streak snapped in Game 1. Starts a new one here tonight in the first inning of Game 2. Here's Andrew Vaughn. Vaughn hitting .326, 2 home runs. He's driven in 24 on the year. Righty matchup against Dobbins. First pitch to Vaughn is a little low and away with a sweeper. It's 1-0. Dobbins debuted last year with the Red Sox. This was the Wilson Contreras trade that the Cardinals acquired Dobbins in the offseason. 1-1. And Vaughn took low. Should say the 1-0. Vaughn took low. It's 2 balls and no strikes. All of our data very delayed here in this first inning. We've got some technical issues, I believe, at the ballpark. 2 balls and no strikes on Vaughn. Dobbins raises the leg in the pitch. This one is popped up, foul territory, first base side, and it'll find the seats. It gets out of play. Burleson was giving it a look over there, but just above the camera well and up about 4 rows deep, first base side. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Vaughn. Dobbins made 11 starts last year for Boston, making his 3rd start of the year here for St. Louis. Pitch is outside, and the count climbs to 3 balls and 1 strike. And the Brewers have made him work in this first inning. He has thrown 22 pitches. Good hitter's count here for Vaughn. And the 3-1, swing and a miss. Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. That was a slider on the inner half, and Vaughn was a little early. He was dialed up for a fastball. So here's the full count. Terang at second with 2 outs. The pitch. And a called 3rd strike on a sweeper that just clipped the upper inside corner. And Vaughn down on strikes. Good pitch from Hunter Dobbins in that spot. Vaughn, the cleanup hitter, goes down looking here in the.
When you're injured, you want quick, specialized care, not a long ER wait. The orthopedic care specialists at Ortho ASAP treat fractures, sprains, strains, sports injuries, and more right away. With on-site x-rays and expert care, Ortho ASAP gets you back on track faster. Open 7 days a week with locations in Brookfield and Pewaukee, it's more affordable than the ER. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life. Ortho ASAP. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
From the post-game to the morning show, there's no rest for baseball for Dominic Cotroneo, our Brewers 360 guest every Monday at 8:45 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
Cooper Pratt and this team loves defense. Cooper Pratt's a big league shortstop right now. I mean, Cooper Pratt was a big league shortstop defensively last year. I mean, that's a big league shortstop.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Cannon and Dumphy, and Ridgetop Exteriors.
Hey fans, the Brew Crew are hot, and so are the summer temps. Now's the perfect time to step up your comfort game with the new Carrier Home Comfort System to keep your home cool all summer long. Ask your local dealer about Wisconsin Focus on Energy rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Turn to the experts at Carrier. We've got you covered so you can get back to cheering on the crew. Carrier, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Find your local dealer at Carrier.com. Milwaukee Brewers. Find your local dealer at Carrier.com.
The First Inning is brought to you by Lakeland University, your first choice for a flexible, career-focused education on your schedule. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Andrew Vaughn made the final out of that first inning, hitting cleanup today. Cleanup hitting home damage with Loyal Family, located in Muskego, serving southeastern Wisconsin and across the state. Don't let the out-of-towners handle it. Call locally owned Loyal Family Renovations for a free inspection today. J.J. Weatherhold leads off the bottom of the first for St. Louis and takes strike 1 right down the middle from Robert Gasser. Actually might have been a little bit high, but no challenge from Weatherhold. Gasser's 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Cutter on the outside edge, and it's 0-2. Gasser making his 8th start of the year. He's been good the last 3 times as he pops this one up and fouling out of play, third base side. Count stays at 0-2. Wetherholt hitting .266, 13 home runs, 36 driven in. Just 1 for 7 in this series. 0-2 pitch. Missed outside of the sweeper. He didn't go out there. 1-2 on the left-handed hitting J.J. Wetherholt. Wetherholt, Herrera, Walker. Pretty good trio at the top of this Cardinals lineup. 1-2. Missed down and away. And it is 2-2. That was the sinker that time. Gasser 1-3 with a 4.54 ERA. Again, that has been trending down, though. The right direction for Gasser in the month of June. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to third. Backhanded by Ortiz. Throw to cross is in time. Good stretch on the backside by Vaughn, and there's one away. That'll get Yvonne Herrera to the plate. Brewers baseball being brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer with great taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Brewers defensively, Bowers in left, Lara making his debut in center field, Frelick's in right. Ortiz at third, Pratt at short, Terang at second, Vaughn at first, Sanchez does the catching. Herrera always with that open stance from the right side. And the pitch nailed the inside edge of the fastball at 93, and it's 0-1. Two for 8 in this series for Herrera. He homered in the day game earlier today off of Mizorowski. Second time he's homered off Miz in his career. That one missed high, and it's 1-1. Another fastball, that one at 93. Herrera hitting .255, 11 home runs. He's driven in 40. And the 1-1. Swung on and fouled straight back into the net. It's 1-2. It's been the thing for Gasser. He's been a strike thrower here of late. And that has certainly helped him immensely. Get ahead. Stop walking so many batters, and things start to get a little bit easier. The 1-2 pitch to Herrera. This one is popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Vaughn tracking it. Still there and reaches up, makes the catch. And there's 2 away. That'll get Jordan Walker to the plate. And before he hits, 10 for ID on the Brewers Radio Network. With Josh Maurer and Ken Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you here this evening in St. Louis. Bottom of the first inning, no score, and nobody on for St. Louis with 2 away. First pitch to Jordan Walker is lined through the left side and into left field, a base hit. They homered in the first inning of the first game today. This time it's just a solid single into left, hit very hard. And the Cardinals have a 2-out base runner now for Nelson Velasquez. 103 off the bat of Jordan Walker. Been telling you about how much we've seen Gasser improve. Just 1 walk in his last start against Cincinnati. Worked into the 6th inning, 5 2/3, and 3 runs allowed, 5 strikeouts. That was his last start. First pitch to Nelson Velasquez is popped up. This one back of second base. Terang going out into shallow right center, calling everybody off and making the catch. And the inning is over. Gasser works around a 2-out single and strands a runner at first. We go to the second inning. No.
American Family Insurance. Because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Your premier Michigan golf getaway includes rounds at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Book Monday through Wednesday for best availability. Savor elevated dining and unwind at the full-service Drift Spa between rounds. Grab quick bites in the expanded Sage Run Clubhouse or refresh overlooking the 9th and 18th at Sweetgrass. It's all part of an unforgettable golf experience at Island Resort and Casino. Plan your getaway at islandresortgolf.com.
At Prevea Orthopedics and HSHS Hospitals, we understand all the ways you move. From the ways you love to move, to the ways you need to move, and the ways you want to move. Movement looks different for everyone. That's why we specialize in you, providing the expert care you need for all the ways you move. To schedule an appointment, visit prevea.com/ortho.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games, just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
No score as we go to the second inning. No score as we go to the second inning. Here at Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Jake Bowers to lead things off for the Crew against Hunter Dobbins, who needed 24 pitches to get through the first inning. And Bowers' first pitch swinging, bloops one into shallow center, but out there is Mason Wynn to make the catch. And there's one away. Gary Sanchez will be the batter. He gets the start behind the plate in game 2 of this doubleheader. The night off for William Contreras, at least for now. Always a chance that he could come off the bench late and hit at some point in this game. Sanchez hitting .218, 8 home runs, 22 driven in on the year. He has been very productive in his role for the Brewers. An .815 OPS. You get that from your backup catcher, you are thrilled. Here's the first offering to Sanchez, and it is down and away. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Fastball at 93 from Dobbins. .1-0 pitch. Got the inside corner, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Dobbins last year when he made his debut with the Red Sox got some attention because he's a lifelong Red Sox fan, and he said he wouldn't ever play for the Yankees. The 1-1 misses down and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Said he wouldn't sign with them even if he had the opportunity. And I think a lot of people said, okay, that's really easy to say when you're making your debut for the Red Sox. The pitch is lined into center, right in the tracks of Nathan Church, who's there to make the catch. Good contact from Sanchez, but right at Church, and there's 2 down for Sal Freeland. It's like the easiest thing in the world to say. Trying to endear yourself to the Red Sox fan base. No, I don't want to be a professional baseball player. Freeland hitting .238, 3 home runs, 31 driven in. First pitch is in there for a strike from Dobbins. And it's 0-1. Up for the first pitch or after the final out, give your ride an all-star clean at Tsunami Express. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers. Freeland takes outside with a splitter. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 for 8 in this series. Had a double in last night's contest, and he pokes this one out to right, but right in the tracks of Walker. Back 2 steps. He's there to make the catch. And the Brewers elevated the ball all 3 times, and all 3 times they found the gloves of the Cardinals.
Few things go better at a ball game than a good old all-beef Frank. Hi, this is Robin Yount. My Hall of Fame Franks are all beef, and 1 bite is all it takes for you to know this is the good stuff. Whether you're tailgating, picnicking, or just cooking out in the backyard, it's a crowd pleaser for family and friends. It's real beef and real good. What's also great is a portion of the proceeds will go to the MAC Fund. Made by Usingers, you know they're the best.
Nothing says summer like baseball. Whether you're headed to the stadium solo or tailgating with friends, Tsunami Express Car Wash keeps your ride looking game day ready. Wash away dust, bugs, and road grime with unlimited daily washes and free vacuums as a Tsunami Express member. So before you cheer on the Crew, make sure your vehicle looks as good as your game day spirit. Plans start at just $16 for your first month. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Tell me a little about your Work Smart story.
I'm Dustin, and I've been a Smart 18 member for over 5 years. Before that, my jobs were pretty rough. Poor training, low pay, and bad benefits. I just wasn't getting anywhere. Then, I joined Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin's sheet metal workers, and everything changed. They hooked me up.
Start your smart journey today. Go to smart18info.com.
You're out of there, leaky store brands.
When all else fails, try North Shore Adult Diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com. Visit northshore.com.
The bottom of the second inning, no score between the Brewers and the Cardinals. Alec Burleson to lead things off for St. Louis against Robert Gasser. Worked around a 2-out single to put up a 0 back in that first inning. Lefty-lefty matchup here. First pitch to Burleson. Missed outside. And it's 1-0. Sinker at 92 from Gasser. Burleson, Wynn, Fermin. So a couple of righties following Burleson here in this bottom of the second inning. The 1-0 pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Ran a sinker down and in. And Burleson swung over the top of it. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Brewers have taken the first 2 games of this series. 1-1 is a high fly ball down the right field line. It is hooking foul and out of play. That was a sweeper and it was a hanger, and Burleson gave it a ride, but it was plenty foul. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brewers with a win tonight, or just one more win in this series, will not only clinch this series, they'll clinch the season series, Josh, which is incredible. They have won 6 in a row against the Cardinals after dropping the first game. These two teams played against each other in this ballpark. That was the return of Jackson Churio. 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a sweeper down and away. And that's the first strikeout for Gasser on the evening. Ortho ASAP. There's one away for Mason Wynn.
Think about that. You have a chance to clinch the season series against a division opponent still with 5 games left. You've got 2 more in this series after tonight and a series at home right at the end of the regular season.
Pretty impressive.
Be 7-1 against these guys if you win this game.
Mason Wynn, the batter. Gasser brings home the first pitch, and this one is hit in the air to right. Back on it is Frelick, and he's got a beat on it. Back there to make the catch about 2 steps shy of the warning track. And there's 2 outs. Gasser's been efficient so far tonight. He has thrown 17 pitches and recorded 5 outs. Here's Jose Fermin. In baseball, every player loves to hit for the cycle. Of course, that's the single, the double, the triple, the home run. There's another cycle in baseball, and it's a little bit easier than the one we just previously mentioned. First pitch to Fermin is over but low with a fastball, and it's 1-0. This would be the Usinger cycle. A brat, a Polish, an Italian sausage during a 9-inning game.
Oh.
The 1-0 is a soft liner over the leaping glove of Pratton into left field. It's a base hit for Jose Fermin. Now, it's not truly a cycle until you also add in an all beef Frank. And that's your 4.
So you got to go with the Frank,
the Italian sausage, the Polish, and the Usinger brat.
All in the course of 9 innings.
9 innings. You got to do it in 9 innings or it doesn't count. Well, I mean, if the game goes extra innings, then you're good.
Yeah.
Blaze Jordan, the batter. Gasser brings home the first pitch, and that missed a little tall. It's 1-0. There was a day where you could do it. You wouldn't do it anymore. I don't think you could make that happen anymore.
No, but it sounds like a dream.
1 ball and no strikes here on Blaze Jordan. The pitch is over but low with a cutter. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Kent, I think he could do it. I think I could do it.
I have no doubt.
Fermin, pretty healthy lead over at first. And a 2-0 pitch. Jordan, ground ball. Hit towards second base. Ranging to his left is the shortstop Pratt to glove it. Flip to Terang covering the bag at second. And the inning is over. So Gasser, we go to the third inning. No score on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American Family Insurance.
Looking for service you can trust? The Boucher Service Centers have you covered. Your home team for auto care, from Kenosha, West Bend, Waukesha, Janesville, and everywhere in between. Right now, get tires for just $1 over cost. Plus, great deals on batteries and brakes to keep you safe on the road. And don't miss this, oil changes starting at just $79.95, including a full safety inspection and tire rotation. Learn more at Boucher.com. Drive with confidence, service with Boucher. Boucher Automotive Group. We ride with you every mile.
Is back pain slowing you down? The OAW Spine Center offers specialized care with advanced treatments for herniated discs, spinal fusion, and more. Their board-certified orthopedic care specialists use the least invasive methods, starting with non-surgical options. If surgery is needed, they provide minimally invasive procedures. The OAW Spine specialists focus on getting you back to an active lifestyle faster. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com.
Stay informed with what's happening in the Badger State and beyond with Greg Metzik and Jessica Ty on Wisconsin's Midday News.
Why did he do this, allegedly? Well, he was trying to cash in to clear his gambling debt, but the Department of Justice is onto it.
Sounds like if he is convicted and he did indeed do this, he just got in way over his head.
Join us each weekday from noon until 3 p.m. or catch up anytime on our YouTube page or the Wisconsin's Midday News podcast.
Are you still driving around with clear windows? Those of us with tinted windows just can't imagine it. The heat, no privacy, car doesn't even look cool. Join the auto in crowd and imagine it. The heat, no privacy, car doesn't even look cool. Join the auto in crowd. Visit zbart.com for your tint today.
No score as we go to the third inning here in St. Louis. And stepping into the play-by-play, here's Josh Maurer.
Thank you very much, Lane. Cooper Pratt will lead off against the red-hitter Hunter Dobbins. It'll be 8-9-1 on the Brewers card. Joey Ortiz, then Christian Yelich to follow the rookie shortstop Pratt. For the wind-up pitch, swing and a foul straight back. Challenge fastball there, and Cooper took a big rip. Having a really nice trip is Pratt. Been on the base at least once all 4 games he's played in. Hits in 3 of those. Walked a couple of times earlier today. Takes one over the outside corner, 96. Good fastball there from Hunter Dobbins. He's looked good thus far. 1-2, the only Brewer to reach base. Bryce Terang doubled with 2 out in the first. And Pratt will use his timeout. Cooper steps back in. Leading off the third, here comes the 0-2. Down and away on a slider. It's a matchup of 2 pitchers that were not on their respective teams' roster until this morning. Gasser and Dobbins. The 1-2. Flied into deep right. Tough play for Walker going back onto the warning track. Walker reaches out, can't get it. It's going to one-hop the fence. Pratt turning second. He's not content. Walker uncorks an amazingly strong throw, but it's offline. And it's a triple for Cooper Pratt to begin the third inning. First of his career, a 3-bagger for Cooper Pratt to the opposite field off the warning track. The Brewers have the first run of the ball game 90 feet away with nobody out.
I mean, the story here is Cooper Pratt getting his first triple. I don't think I've ever seen a human being throw a ball that far. Oh, my Lord.
I'm telling you, Jordan Walker, when I said amazingly strong, I'm not kidding.
It wasn't online.
No.
Man.
Joey Ortiz infield up. Takes a pitch down and, I guess, away. I thought that Ivan Herrera tried to challenge it, but home plate umpire Adam Hammery did not permit it, and it would have been a strike. It was in the zone. So it's 1-0 on Ortiz. Infield all the way in on a man who's got a hot bat right now. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Splitter. For every Brewers triple, Steinhoffels donates $1,000 to Special Spaces Wisconsin to help create dream bedrooms for kids battling cancer. Steinhoffels, proud partner of the Brewers. Joey had 3 hits in the opener today. The 1-1. Lifted foul back into the screen. On a fastball from Hunter Dobbins, and the count goes to 1-2.
That throw from Walker was 96 miles an hour.
And he threw that ball from the right field fence, pretty much, to third base on the fly.
Yeah.
Well. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Sweeper down and away, and Ortiz chased. It's a big strikeout. One gone, and now it's up to Yelich if the Brewers are to get the run in without the benefit of a hit, probably. The last guy that could do that. I bet Cooper Pratt now on the road trip is 4 for 13. He's also walked 4 times. And that speed is something to watch when he gets the legs churning. Infield stays up for Yelich, who grounded out to short to begin the game. First pitch. Inside, 1-0.
Yeah, when he gets going on the base paths, it reminds me a little bit of Yelly. That long stride, cuts the bases really well.
Yelly had a great first game as well in this doubleheader. The 1-0. Big swing. He fouled it straight back. High fastball, 1-1. Yelich 3 for 5 with a pair of doubles. He had 2 different RBI hits, including the game winner in the 7th inning. Brewers won 4-3 if you're just joining us. That was the score they won by the first 2 games of the series. Runner at third and the 1-1. Ground ball past the mound up the middle. Runner breaks for the plate. He'll make it. Mason Winfield's near the bag, but only gets the out at first on Yelich, and Pratt scores. It's 1-0 Brewers. Christian drives in his 3rd run in the doubleheader with a ground out even with the infield in. Good base running by Pratt. Broke immediately on contact. Mason Wynn was in, thought about it, but he said, nah, not worth it. So 2 out, bases empty. Brewers score first for the first time in a while, and here is Lara. Swinging a line drive, looped into right field. In comes Walker. He dives and makes the catch. Jordan coming forward, diving, and taking away what otherwise would have been the first major league hit for young Luis Lara on a looper into rights. It was a pretty impressive defensive inning. And so it's 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
From the post-game to the morning show, there's no rest for baseball for Dominic Cotroneo, our Brewers 360 guest every Monday at 8:45 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
Cooper Pratt and this team loves defense. Cooper Pratt's a big league shortstop right now. I mean, Cooper Pratt was a big league shortstop defensively last year. I mean, that's a big league shortstop.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Cannon and Dumphy, and Ridgetop Exteriors.
I see it every time there's a big storm. Trucks roll in from out of town. Promises are made to fix damaged homes, and afterward they completely vanish. My dad never ran Loyal Family Renovations like that. We're family owned and local. Our own in-house crews respond fast, and roofing always comes first. Loyal Family Renovations knows insurance inside and out, and we actually have a dedicated warranty department. We're always there when you need us. Call for a free inspection today. We treat each client like family and each home as if it were our own. LoyalFamilyRenovations.com.
It's a summer of big wins with WinFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Just play with your Potawatomi Rewards card for entries and your chance to win cash and reward play all summer long. Then keep the excitement going, because all your monthly drawing entries roll over into the WinFest final drawings on September 25th, where you could win cars, dream vacations, free play, and cash. Drawings on September 25th, where you could win cars, dream vacations, free play, and cash. Don't miss out on WinFest. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
The 3rd inning is brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. You cheer on the hometown team, so bank at your hometown bank. Visit tcnb.com to open your account today.
Nathan Church is going to greet Robert Gasser. Working with the lead now, 1-0, bottom of the 3rd. It's 9-1-2 in the Cardinals' order. Church coming up, lefty in the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Nathan Church in the center fielder for the couple of games in this doubleheader. A rookie, pretty impressive defender. Got 8 home runs in the season. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fell back again on a sweeper, and the count goes to 0-2. Gasser has given up a couple of 2-out singles. Jordan Walker in the first, Jose Fermin in the second, and neither of them ever moved off of first base. We're talking about it. Both these pitchers are the 27th man in the doubleheader for their respective teams. 0-2 pitch. Blooped into shallow right field, falling fast. In comes Frelick. Diving Frelick made the catch. Sal in right center on the dead sprint, leaving his feet and taking away the hit from Church. Excellent play from a former Gold Glove Award winner, 1 out.
Necessary.
Yeah, explain that, please.
Necessary dive. He had to dive to make that catch.
And why do you bring that up?
There is a little bit of a narrative that is playfully brought upon Sal in the clubhouse that he dives unnecessarily for some of the plays he makes.
J.J. Weatherholt swing and a miss in his second at bat against Gasser, 0-1.
Pat Murphy joked after the play in Arizona on Sunday that Sal's always trying to get on SportsCenter. He had to dive for that one.
He plays like a hockey player.
Yeah, he sure does.
Weatherholt grounded out to begin the outing for Gasser, who misses away, and it's 1-1. 1-0 Brewers. 1 out, bottom of the third. This inning brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going across town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill-up along the way, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. The 1-1. Lined into right field. Going back is Frelick. This time gets there in front of the warning track and makes the catch. 1 coming in, 1 going back. 2 balls to Sal and 2 outs for Gasser. That was a little easier. Weatherholt's 0 for 2. Ivan Herrera to the plate. Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee has major wins on deck. Play with your rewards card for a shot at cash, reward play, and new Toyotas. Visit Potawatomi.com for details. Herrera popped out to first his first time. Gasser looks for his first perfect inning. And a shutdown, if you will. Pitch is outside. It goes off the glove of Gary Sanchez to the backstop. When the game is on the line, the Brewers rely on their elite bullpen. When your oral health is on the line, rely on a WDA member dentist. To find a WDA dentist near you, go to WDA.org. Herrera homered against Mizorowski earlier today. And the 1-0. Just missed a little outside on a changeup. It's 2-0. Our safe driving tip from Schneider and their professional truck drivers. It reminds you that distracted driving puts everyone at risk. Stay focused and drive safely from Schneider. 2-0. Ripped foul. Got out in front of a fastball. Broke his bat on the contact. And it goes down the left field line. He'll need some new lumber, will Ivan Herrera. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Now, Gasser's the 27th man, but he's essentially been in the Brewers' rotation ever since the beginning of June.
Yeah.
It was kind of a formality or a technicality, I guess is the better way to say it, after his last start against the Reds when he got sent down to the Arizona Complex League roster.
Basically would have been his spot anyway.
2-1 pitch. Herrera with a new bat takes the breaking ball down and in. It's ball 3. 1-0 Brewers.
Good job of using the rules by the Brewers to their advantage.
And knowing that you get the extra man you can add to your roster for a doubleheader. Knew this was on the horizon, of course, a week ago. 3-1 inside. He walked him. Breaking ball just missed. So each inning, the first 2 batters have been retired, and then each inning, the third batter reached base. Gasser wants to keep that pattern going. That actually was a strike, says our data. But Sanchez did not challenge, and Jordan Walker is going to come up with a runner at first and 2 out. Walker is going to take some big swings against Gasser. This is the one matchup that I think you're really fearful of in this lineup. He ripped a single his first time. Pitch here is inside corner with a cutter for strike 1. Walker drilled a 2-run home run against Mizorowski in the first inning in Game 1 today. Among the league leaders. 0-1 pitch, ground ball to third, tough play behind the bag. Ortiz plants, throws, bounced it across, got him! Incredible Joey Ortiz if he was out. That's what the umpire Jen Powell said. Walker's not so sure. I think he was probably safe. And we'll see if the Cardinals want to challenge it. If it stands, it's one of the incredible defensive plays that you'll ever see from a third baseman. Wow. They will not challenge. Joey Ortiz Put a star next to that, baby. He was 5 steps in left field when he backhanded that hot shot by Walker. Bounced it, great stretch, and hold of the bag as Vaughn caught it on 1-0 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
High-tech data centers are critical to unlocking the power of technology to grow our economy, improve our healthcare, and transform education. And Wisconsin is quickly becoming a data center hub, which is great news for our state's skilled workers. Each data center creates about 1,800 construction jobs and then hundreds of high-paying jobs to operate it. Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now supports bringing data centers online to move our state's economy and technology forward.
At Prevea Orthopedics and HSHS Hospitals, we understand all the ways you move. From the ways you love to move, to the ways you need to move, and the ways you want to move. Movement looks different for everyone. That's why we specialize in you, providing the expert care you need for all the ways you move. To schedule an appointment, visit prevea.com/ortho.
Dear baseball fans, Toyota's 2026 lineup is racing for the pennant. The rugged Tacoma's got upper deck power and available four-wheel drive. The RAV4 is an all-hybrid all-star with versatility that leads the league. And the all-hybrid Camry hits it out of the park with impressive miles per gallon. No matter which Toyota you choose, you're driving an MVP. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
The sound of baseball. Statewide.
It is up and it's gone!
This is the Brewers Radio. Statewide.
It is up and it's gone!
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Bryce Terang takes inside after he bluffed a bunt, but the pitch from Hunter Dobbins missed in and he pulled back in time. 1-0. 1-0 Brewers here into the fourth. In the middle of the order coming up, Terang, Vaughn, and Bowers against Dobbins. The 1-0. Grounded foul wide of third the opposite way by Bryce. How about the defense that we saw there from the Brewers in the bottom of the third to help out Robert Gasser? First, you had a diving catch by Sal Frelick in right center. And then Joey Ortiz's play on Walker took the cake. Foul back into the screen by Terang, and it's now 1-2. Ortiz on a ball that was grounded very sharply near the line, well behind the bag. He backhanded the ball in left field on the grass, and he bounced a throw, one hop to Vaughn, who made a great stretch. 1-2 inside, just missed. Dobbins wanted it, didn't get the call from Adam Hammery. 2-2. Bryce doubled back in the first. His first hit of the Twin Bill here at Busch Stadium. Leading off the fourth and the 2-2. Ground ball rolled over to second base. Softly hit right at Weatherholtz. Scoops it up, throws out Terang. One second baseman retires the other. Both of these pitchers up from the minor leagues today, looking good. Andrew Vaughn struck out to end the first inning. Looked at the replay one more time while you were away on that throw by Ortiz, and Vaughn stretching out towards the outfield. Caught the throw. It did beat the base runner Walker to the bag. The question was, did Vaughn hold the base with his foot? Pitch to Andrew is outside, 1-0, and I think he probably did. It was very questionable, and the Cardinals decided that they just wouldn't challenge it. 1-0. Vaughn takes a strike in the outside corner. Carbless is a proud partner of the Brewers. Premium ready-to-drink cocktails, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten. Find it at the ballpark or at your local retailer. Pitch is fouled out of play. Carbless, less is more. Dobbins' last couple of starts at AAA Memphis were not good, but he's been very sharp thus far tonight. Just a couple of hits. Here's the fly ball. Very shallow in the left. Play for Fermin coming in. Jose Fermin makes the call. Looks up into the blue sky. Makes the catch. 2 out. Yeah, you just never know. I mean, we had Bruce Zimmerman come up from AAA. He was essentially the starter in Game 1 for the Cardinals. They're trying to do an important doubleheader with 2 guys that were in the Memphis Redbirds rotation until today. And Zimmerman did a good job, but the Brewers came back and beat the bullpen. And Dobbins looking very sharp early. Jake Bowers takes a called strike. Michael McGreevy was pushed back. He is one of the aces of the Cardinals rotation, and they had him scheduled to pitch today. 0-1 to Bowers is low, and it's now 1-1. 2 out, nobody on, and a 1-0 Brewers lead in the fourth. And they still haven't committed, at least to telling us, if McGreevy is going to pitch tomorrow or Thursday. You wonder if there's something going on there. 1-1 to pitch, swing and a miss over the top of a curveball, and it's 1-2. These wins that the Brewers have had, first 2 in this series, have put the Cardinals 9.5 games behind them in the standings. That's big. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, breaking ball in the dirt, struck out Bowers. 1-2-3 here in the top of the fourth inning. And Dobbins doing exactly what they could have hoped from him. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Step up to the plate. It's Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest with Store Candy. Stop into your neighborhood Quick Trip and purchase any Werther's or Mamba product with Quick Rewards for your chance to win cash. Be sure to try Werther's Original, Mamba Magic Sticks, or Mamba Berry Tasty. Details at QuickTrip.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Don't sit on the sidelines. Grab your favorite Werther's or Mamba product, fuel up, and get in the game to win big this Brewers season. Quick Trip and Store Candy, proud partners of the Brewers Radio Network.
Nothing says summer like baseball. Whether you're headed to the stadium solo or tailgating with friends, Tsunami Express Car Wash keeps your ride looking game day ready. Wash away dust, bugs, and road grime with unlimited daily washes and free vacuums as a Tsunami Express member. So before you cheer on the crew, make sure your vehicle looks as good as your game day spirit. Plans start at just $16 for your first month. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Your hometown crew.
Yelich trying to steal home. Here's the throw to the plate. He's safe.
No matter where you live.
Yelich sprinted home.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Retired veterans, you can turn to Network Health for affordable and reliable health plans tailored to meet your needs. Find the coverage you need and health plan experience you want with Network Health. Learn more at networkhealth.com/veterans. Robert Gasser's gotten some great defense behind him. Given up just 3 base runners in 3 scoreless innings tonight. He'll deal with 4, 5, and 6 in the St. Louis order as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Protecting a 1-0 lead, Nelson Velasquez, Alec Burleson, and Mason Wynn coming up. And Velasquez, the former Cub, really hits lefties. He's batting cleanup tonight. Popped out his first time. Gasser ready to work. Here's the first pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Drive Around the League is brought to you by Construction Business Group. Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. Cubs lead the Orioles 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth tonight at Camden Yards. 1-0 pitch. Velasquez swings and pops it up again. Second baseman Terang on the retreat. Shallow into right. And Bryce makes the catch on a Nelson Velasquez pop for the second time. We'll bring to the plate Alec Burleson. Told you that the Cardinals are now 9.5 games behind the Brewers in the Central. The Cubs, second place, 7 games back after Milwaukee's 3 consecutive wins. Cubs are on the road going into the All-Star break. Burleson struck out his first time. And now Gasser's pitch is swung on and grounded towards second, moving to his left. Terang gets there on a bounce. Standing on the right field grass. Bryce throws out Alec Burleson. 2 outs to Bryce. All 4 innings. Gasser has retired the first 2 Cardinals to come up and bat against him. Did a great job tonight, and that'll bring to the plate Mason Wynn. All-Star news came out this afternoon. Jacob Mizorowski officially is not going to participate in the game after he won his 10th ball game. That was announced following game 1 of the doubleheader. Miz 7 innings. If you missed it, was excellent. A couple of homers, but he struck out 11, didn't walk anybody, and he's not going to pitch in the All-Star game. Here's Wynn, who takes ball 1. The replacement, unfortunately, is not Kyle Harrison, as I think a lot of the Brewers and their fans would have hoped. It's Jesus Luzardo of the Phillies. Paul Skeens also bowed out. He's pitching tonight for the Pirates. Now the pitch to Wynn, outside corner. The cutter. 1-1. 1-0 Brewers here in the 4th. Skeens doing a nice job there. The Pirates beating the Braves 10-2 in the 6th inning. Now headed to the 7th at PNC. The day that they lost Connor Griffin to the injured list. Breaking ball. In at the knees to Mason Wynn, and it's 1-2. Skeens not going to the All-Star game either. His replacement was Braxton Ashcraft of the Pirates. 1-2 the count. Gasser's pitch. Wynn takes inside corner. Strike 3 called. A 93-mile-an-hour sinker perfectly placed right into the mid of Sanchez. And for the first time tonight, Bobby Petrol gets himself a 1-2-3 inning ortho ASAP strikeout number 2. Don't strike out. Get back to the active lifestyle you on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Rev up your rewards at the pump with the Club Citgo app. Join today and enter for the chance to win big with members-only sweepstakes, plus everyday savings that stack automatically. Start with 20 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 4 purchases with Plus Pay. Hit Premier status and unlock even more. So what are you waiting for? Download the Club Citgo app today and you're good to go. Savings good up to 30 gallons only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
On the baseball field, the skilled players get paid the most. The same is true in construction. Some of the most skilled players building our roads, solar farms, and stadiums are the men and women of the Wisconsin Operating Engineers. If you are ready to step up to a job where you can earn more without college debt and operate equipment like cranes, excavators, bulldozers, and drones, you're ready to join the team of Wisconsin Operating Engineers today at join139.com.
What if a customer slips and falls on your property? What if sparks from an employee's grinder cause a house fire on your job site? Unexpected things happen every day, but you can make sure your business doesn't get hurt with a carefully crafted general liability policy from West Bend. Be sure your independent agent understands your business, because at West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
Carbless, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Premium, ready-to-drink cocktails. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten. At the ballpark or your local grocery store. Carbless. Less is more. Ballpark or your local grocery store. Carbless. Less is more.
Been a great pitcher's duel between two 27th men. Dobbins and Gasser, 1-0 Brewers, and here's Lane.
All right, thank you, Josh. First pitch to Sanchez in there for a strike on a slider from Dobbins. And it's 0-1. 1-0 Milwaukee. Both teams with 2 hits in this game. Down and away with a slider. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Sanchez lined out to center field back in the 2nd inning. And uses his timeout here to step out of the box and readjust his batting gloves. Sanchez, Frelick, Pratt to hit for the Brewers here in this top of the 5th inning. Dobbins brings home the 1-1 and a check swing on a pitch that missed high. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. That was a sweeper that was left up by Dobbins, but it was a borderline strike called a ball by Adam Hammery. Here's the 2-1. That missed down and away with his spinner. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike. I think the one thing we've seen with ABS, Josh, as the 3-1 pitch is brought home, missed down and away with a fastball. And he walks Sanchez to lead off this 5th inning. Ortho ASAP walk, and the Brewers in business here to start up this inning as Frelick comes to the plate. And this shouldn't be any kind of a surprise. I think if you just kind of reasonably talk yourself through the ABS system and what it might expose from home plate umpires, what we've seen is probably what you might have expected. First pitch to Frelick is a strike on the inside edge, and it's 0-1. I think most of the misses are up and down. You don't see as many of the misses in or out. You do see those, but it's the up and the down that can be tricky at times for the umpires. Now, one is a chopper foul up the first base line, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Friedlich. And we'll see some umpires that really struggle with the high strike or out of the zone by a baseball or two, calling that a strike, and they'll get overturned a lot over the course of a game. And sometimes it's below that you'll see that. Oh, 2 pitch. Missed inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's the tougher point of reference, is the up and the down versus the in and the out when you're behind home plate.
Up and down has been harder for the batters to challenge. And the catchers.
Well, they're still learning what their strike zone actually is by the definition of it, too, right? And that is the one that changes the most from batter to batter. Here's a fly ball to center. It's going to be playable for Church, moving in and into left center before he closes on it and makes the catch. And there's one away for Cooper Pratt. But, you know, for each batter, that up and down changes a little bit, too. And again, it's more of a consistent thing in and out. But we will see some umpires that really struggle with that pitch up and out of the zone. We've seen it in this series, frankly, over the 3 games. Pratt tripled back in the 3rd, came around, scored the game's only run. Takes a slider for a strike on the inside edge. It's 0-1. Time for a vibe check. A cooler full of Vizzy Hard Seltzer. That's a big vibe. Vizzy Hard Seltzer. The seltzer that passes the vibe check. Man on and 1 away here in the 5th. Dobbins at 67 pitches. Brings home the pitch to Pratt. This one is lifted in the air, foul, and out of play first base side. And it's 0-2 on Cooper. Josh talked about it. Cooper is really starting to stack some at-bats together. We mentioned Joey Ortiz with Jason Lane in the pregame show before this one here tonight. We're talking about the confidence that Joey's starting to show at the plate. For Cooper, starting to see a little bit of that discipline show up. He's not chasing quite as much. 0-2 pitch, and didn't chase that sweeper down and away. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And with that, the walks have come, and you start to get some more pitches that you can do some damage with, and that's where that triple came into play back in the 3rd. This is a very talented young man. Exceptional defensively, and I think the hit tool will keep getting better. Still a young player. Here's the 1-2. And down in the dirt, blocked nicely by Herrera. So Sanchez has to stay put at first base. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Pratt is 2 for 7 with a couple of walks in this series. For some of the lengthy at-bats the Brewers had early against Dobbins, he's in pretty good shape pitch count-wise. Here's the 2-2. And that missed off the plate away. Sinker at 94. It did not miss by much, but it was outside. And the count is full. So from 0-2 to a full count, these are the types of at-bats we're seeing more of from Cooper Pratt here over the last week or so. Dobbins looks in. Here's the 3-2. Down and away. Works the walk. It's just a great plate appearance again for Cooper Pratt. We weren't seeing that 10 days ago from Cooper. And there'll be ups and downs for him offensively moving forward. It won't always be even, but you can tell he's seeing the baseball really well right now. So the Brewers have first and second now and 1 away after another ortho ASAP walk. And here is the confident Joey Ortiz we were just talking about. Ortiz has been really in a good place at the plate. 3 for 4 in the day game earlier today. 0 for 1 today. Struck out. First pitch to him is over below with his sinker at 93, and it's 1-0. Think of the difference that Ortiz can make for the Brewers if this bat starts to get going a little bit. Changes really everything for the crew. 1-0. And a liner into right. That's going to get down for a base hit for Joey Ortiz. Everybody moves up 90 feet, and the Brewers have him loaded with 1 away. There you go. Little inside-out swing on a fastball at 92. And poked it into right for a base hit. It's his 4th hit of the day. And the Brewers have him loaded for Christian Yelich. So a great opportunity for Yelly here to punch a little hole in this game. Yelly was able to execute and get a run in back in the 3rd. Drove in his 3rd run of the day on that RBI ground out. He's 0 for 2 today. The pitch. And Yelich, a high fly ball, but fouling out of play down the left field line. And it's 0-1. He got a slider, and that was one that Yelly likes to do some damage with. Just a little bit late on it at the bottom of the zone. Here's the 0-1. Yelly took down and in with a fastball at 96. It evens at 1 ball and 1 strike.
If you get one airborne here, you got to get it deeper maybe than most times with Gary Sanchez, the runner at 3rd, if he's going to tag. Something to keep in mind.
It's a good point. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss over the top of a curveball from Yelich. It's 1-2. Brewers have had some struggles getting that runner in from 3rd with less than 2 outs. Here recently. It was not an issue for them for most of the season. 1-2 pitch. And a chopper foul up the first baseline. Yelly will see another one here. Brewers so far today are 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position in this game tonight. Not for the day in totality. Dobbins about to throw a 79th pitch. Here it comes. Yelich took outside with a splitter. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yelich has had some good patient at bats. Had an 8-pitch at bat back in the 1st inning. Going to see at least 6 pitches here in this 5th inning with the bases loaded. Dobbins brings home the pitch and a swing and a miss. Struck him out with a curveball. Now Dobbins made a big pitch when he needed to there. His 4th strikeout of the evening. That was a curveball in the zone. Yelly just couldn't get to it. It's going to be up to Luis Lara. What a time for your first hit in the big leagues it would be for Luis Lara. 0 for 2 tonight, a ground out and a line out. Thought maybe he had his first hit of his career back in the 3rd when he lined out into the glove of a diving Jordan Walker in right. The pitch is on the inside edge for a strike, and it's 0-1. A big moment for this 21-year-old making his big league debut here tonight. 3rd time that he's seen Dobbins. And the 0-1. That's outside with a splitter. And it is 1-1 on Lara. 2 walks and a base hit, and the Brewers have loaded the bases, but there are 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch is low with a splitter. Good take by Lara. And it's 2-1. He does seem to be a pretty disciplined hitter from what we've seen. He doesn't chase a ton. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. And that was a ball. Slider must have missed just a touch low. And it goes to 3-1. It was low. So there's nowhere to put Luis Lara here. Bases loaded in a 1-0 Brewers lead. Top of the 5th inning, 2 outs. Dobbins out of the stretch. The 3-1 pitch. He is a ground ball right side. That's going to sneak through and into right field for a base hit. Sanchez is in. Pratt's around 3rd. He will score. The throw goes to 3rd. Sliding in there safely is Ortiz. And the first big league knock for Luis Lara is a big one here in St. Louis. He drives in 2, and the Brewers lead it 3-0. Save that baseball. That will be a memory that Lara will remember forever. A clutch hit from Luis Lara in his big league debut, and he gets the job done with the bases loaded. A 2-run single, and the Brewers have him on the corners still for Bryce Terang. And we will get a mound visit by the Cardinals. Potawatomi Sportsbook Wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, and over 95 kiosks. It's a fan's dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook become a legend. So Dobbins out there on the mound still as action has begun in the Cardinals bullpen. Lara took second on the throw to third. So the Brewers have second and third. I said first and third because I just talked about the single, but he took second on the throw. So the Brewers have second and third here with 2 outs now for Terang. Here's the pitch, and Terang took outside. It's 1-0.
Tell you what, Lara's given them 3 really impressive at-bats tonight.
Yeah, really. Very, very impressive stuff from Luis. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And a fly ball into left center field. This is playable for Church. He's going to call off Fermin. He'll get there to make the catch in left center, and the inning is over. But the 2-run single from Luis Lara, and the Brewers lead at 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Hey fans, it's the freebie in the 5th, sponsored by EAA Air Venture Oshkosh and a parking pass to EAA Air Venture Oshkosh. Taking place July 20th through the 26th in Oshkosh. Enjoy the world's greatest aviation celebration. See the schedule of attractions at EAA.org/tickets. Be the 25th caller right now at 855-616-1620 to win. Freebie in the 5th, sponsored by EAA Air Venture.
Hey fans, the Brew Crew are hot, and so are the summer temps. Now's the perfect time to step up your comfort game with the new Carrier Home Comfort System to keep your home cool all summer long. Ask your local dealer about Wisconsin Focus on Energy rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Turn to the experts at Carrier. We've got you covered so you can get back to cheering on the crew. Carrier, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Find your local dealer at carrier.com.
Growing up in our house, Dad spent a lot of time talking about customers. After a big storm, he'd drop everything and take calls late into the evening. And if he told someone we would be there in the morning, we were there. Loyal Family Renovations is not some out-of-town company chasing storms. We're family-owned with our own crews who understand insurance. If your home has storm damage or roof issues, call Loyal Family Renovations for a free inspection today. We treat each client like family and each home as if it were our own. LoyalFamilyRenovations.com.
You are going to find a place with better calls.
Back to back!
On the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Well, the Brewers with a 3-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and everybody astir about Luis Lara in his big league debut with that 2-run single in the top of the Luis Lara in his big league debut with that 2-run single in the top of the 5th inning. What a memory for this 21-year-old. And Josh called it in the pregame show that him making his debut in Game 2 of this doubleheader could inject a little life into what otherwise is a long day at the ballpark for these players. But everybody gets excited when somebody makes their debut, and a memorable one already here for Lara. Jose Fermin to lead things off for the Cardinals. Robert Gasser's first pitch to him fills up the zone of the fastball at 91, and it's 0-1.
It was a funny moment. They threw the ball out of play, and William Contreras was the one by the dugout who grabbed it, and then he faked like he was going to throw it into the stands.
The old deke into the stands. No balls and 1 strike in the pitch. Missed inside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Couple of proud Venezuelans there, Contreras and Lara.
I remember when Orlando Arcia made his debut back in 2016. The 1-1 pitch is fouled out of play first base side, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Fermin. He didn't get a hit in that initial series in San Diego, but he did in the next series on that road trip in Arizona. And when he got the hit, Scooter Gennett was in the dugout, and he had another ball in his hand, and so then they got the ball, and then he threw the other ball up into the crowd as a joke, just to try to mess with everybody that he threw the ball out of play, but he had the right one in his hand. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Fermin.
Not cool.
Gasser brings home the pitch, and this one is popped up on the infield. It'll be Gasser coming off the back of the mound and settling underneath to make the catch. That's the first out of this 5th inning. Gasser fielding the position beautifully. Big smile on his face as he called everybody off. Corbin Burns would have been proud. 1 down for Blaze Jordan. 3-0 Milwaukee here in the nightcap. Gasser brings home the pitch, and that one is lined right into the glove of Vaughn for the 2nd out. 2 down for Nathan Church. Well, a thick, juicy Usinger brat would taste pretty good right about now. You could lather it up with a little Pine River cheese spread. You don't even need sauce when you got the Pine River cheese spreads going. And then cleanse the palate with a fresh taste of Cedar Crest ice cream and custard. As good as it gets. Here is Church. Gasser's pitching a gem so far here tonight. The pitch swung on and fouled back into the net, and it's 0-1.
And look at the pitch count, Lane. I mean, he is not yet at 50.
He is chewing them up right now, these Cardinals hitters. And remember, he made the start here in September last year. He was kind of just getting himself back at that point to the big leagues after that long road to recovery, and he struggled that day. I'm sure it feels good to be back on this mound and feeling like a completely different pitcher. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 on Church.
He made his major league debut against the Cardinals before the Tommy John. That was at American Family Field, and that was a memorable one. He shares that in common with Miz. They both debuted at home against the Cardinals.
No balls and 2 strikes on Nathan Church. Gasser trying to work a 1-2-3 inning again after doing so in the 4th inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and got a piece of it, found it back. Stings it 0-2. Church 1 for 9 in the series. He lined out to Frelick on a tremendous play back in the 3rd inning. Gasser's 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him to chase a sweeper off the plate away. And Gasser's retired the last 7 that he's faced. We go to the 6th inning, 3-0 Milwaukee.
UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you.
Sunday Brewer games are for families. Score 4 tickets, lunch, and parking with the Family Sunday Bundle for just $85 all in. Plus exclusive kids giveaways, Sunday autographs, kids run the bases, and more. Visit brewers.com/Family Sundays for details.
Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Step up to the plate. It's Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest with Store Candy. Stop into your neighborhood Quick Trip and purchase any Werther's or Mamba product with Quick Rewards for your chance to win cash. Be sure to try Werther's Original, Mamba Magic Sticks, or Mamba Berry Tasty. Details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Don't sit on the sidelines. Grab your favorite Werther's or Mamba product, fuel up, and get in the game to win big this Brewer season. Quick Trip and Store Candy, proud partners of the Brewers Radio Network.
At Prevea Orthopedics and HSHS Hospitals, we understand all the ways you move. From the ways you love to move, to the ways you need to move, and the ways you want to move. Movement looks different for everyone. That's why we specialize in you, providing the expert care you need for all the ways you move. To schedule an appointment, visit prevea.com/ortho.
The best sounds you can get.
Prevea.com/ortho.
The best sounds you can get.
Back, track, bye, baseball.
All season long, this is the Brewers Radio Network.
3-0 Brewers as we go to the top of the 6th inning here in St. Louis. And Andrew Vaughn to lead things off against Hunter Dobbins, who stays on the mound for St. Louis. First pitch from the Cardinals right-hander is right through there for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Vaughn takes down and in, and it's 1-1 strike. 6th inning is the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Our contestant is Tony Ostrowski from Oshkosh. Ostrowski from Oshkosh. The 1-1. Vaughn takes down and away with a fastball. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Tony will win a gift card jackpot of $600 if a member of the crew hits a home run this inning. And $100 will be added to the total for each additional home run this half inning. Visit any participating Woodman store to enter. 2-1 is outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. Visit WTMJ.com for official contest rules and details. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Missed outside. He walked him. So a leadoff walk to Vaughn. That worked out pretty well for the Brewers in the 5th when Sanchez worked a leadoff walk. He ended up turning into a 2-run 5th inning, highlighted by the 2-run single from Luis Lara. And that's going to be it for Hunter Dobbins. Ollie Marmol is out of the dugout. He's going to take the ball from Dobbins. And he's got Jared Schuster, who was just added to the roster today, up in the bullpen. He's going to come in with this North Shore adult diaper pitching change. Sometimes you need a change for even the heaviest control problems. Visit NorthShore.com. 3-0 Brewers. Dobbins out. Insurance.
Nothing says summer like baseball. Whether you're headed to the stadium solo or tailgating with friends, Tsunami Express Car Wash keeps your ride looking game day ready. Wash away dust, bugs, and road grime with unlimited daily washes and free vacuums as a Tsunami Express member. So before you cheer on the crew, make sure your vehicle looks as good as your game day spirit. Plans start at just $16 for your first month. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Most things people do could be done more safely. Sometimes it's common sense. Sometimes it's innovating a better way. But it's always about minimizing risk. For this purpose, West Bend is willing to come check out your business and help minimize your risks. It's precisely because of thinking like this that West Bend has been keeping businesses and employees safe for over 125 years. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com. West Bend, the worst brings out our best.
Save big money in your next painting project now at Menards. From your kitchen and bath to doors and trim and even your ceilings, Dutch Boy has the perfect finish for your painting projects. Dutch Boy's Durafighter is a tough paint and primer that provides great scrub resistance and durability. Save big on Dutch Boy paints. Plus, view our weekly flyer on Menards.com and get your painting project started today. Save big. Menards.com and get your painting project started today.
Save big money at Menards.
It is 3-0 Milwaukee. Jake Bauers to the plate, and it's the left-hander Jared Schuster who takes over on the mound for St. Louis. Schuster just brought up today, in fact brought up between games by the Cardinals. Brewers have a runner at first. And nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Leading 3-0. Schuster brings home the first pitch to Bauers. Down and away. And it's 1-0. Schuster debuted back in 2023. 6'3", 220-pound left-hander. Former first-round pick of the Braves back in 2020. 1-0 pitch. That missed outside of the fastball. It's 2 balls and no strikes. 24 years of age. Went to Wake Forest. This is his 5th appearance of the season for the Cardinals, and he has appeared against the Brewers already this year. 2-0 pitch. Bauers took low. It goes to 3 balls and no strikes. Boy, strike throwing's been an issue for the Cardinals over these last 2 innings. Schuster's last outing for the Cardinals was back on May 6th against the Brewers. 3-0 pitch. He is through there for a strike, and it's 3-1. That was here in St. Louis. He threw 2 scoreless against the Crew. Gave up just 1 hit. Struck out 1 in that appearance. Brewers won that game 6-2. That was the second game of the 2 games that were played. 3-1 to Bauers is a strike right down the middle, and the count is full. It's 3-2.
That was also the win that started this winning streak against St. Louis.
And really, that was the week or so when the Brewers just took off for real. End of April, going into early May. The Brewers kicked it into a different gear, and they have not really looked back since. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Bowers. Now time is called as Bowers steps out of the box, and the pitch clock is reset. Vaughn is over at first. Bowers 0 for 2 tonight. Had a couple of doubles in the day game earlier today. 3-2s down and away. He walked him. So back-to-back walks, one from Dobbins, this one from Schuster, and the Brewers have first and second and nobody out. And when Gary Sanchez comes to the plate in this situation, you can almost guarantee he's going to put down a bunt.
You read my mind.
Gary's going to be swinging for the fences. Sanchez worked to walk to lead off that 5th inning. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Good matchup for him against the lefty Schuster. The pitch. And Gary took a strike on the inside edge. It's 0-1.
Hard to believe that the Cardinals didn't bring the corner infielders up.
They took 2 more steps back. Gary Sanchez is up. No balls and 1 strike here on Gary. Schuster comes set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He took a massive cut at that changeup. I don't think you could see a bigger swing than the one Gary just took. That was violent. Changeup off the plate away, and he was trying to send that thing to the ballpark village over there in left center. Beyond the ballpark. No balls and 2 strikes here on Sanchez. And the pitch. Gary took inside. It's 1-2. Close pitch by Schuster. Might have even been a borderline strike, but it was not called by Adam Hammery. 1-2 is the count. Schuster looks at second in the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Struck him out with a changeup. That's the first out of the inning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Brewers Radio Network. With Josh Maurer and Ken Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you here tonight from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. The Brewers will call back Sal Frelick, and Jackson Churio is going to hit for him here. With runners at first and second and 1 away in a 3-0 Brewers lead, top of the 6th inning. So Frelick's night is done. What a night defensively Frelick had. He put on a show defensively in this game, but now Jackson Churio will get a shot against the lefty Schuster here. Again, back-to-back walks to start up this inning. But Sanchez just struck out. And now Churio will try to put another dent in this game for the Brewers. .286 average on the year, 13 home runs, 35 driven in for Jackson. Schuster looks back at second, and the pitch. And a fly ball to center. Church moving back into his left, into right center, makes the catch. No tag from Vaughn. That's the second out of the inning. 2 down now for Cooper Pratt. Pratt's had a very good night. Triple and a walk. He has drawn 3 walks in this series now. And it feels like all of his walks are consequential, too. They have led to something. His 2 walks in game 1 turned into runs. The walk here turned into a run. And now pitch clock violation assessed to Schuster. So it'll be 1 ball and no strikes before Pratt even sees a pitch from this left-hander. So 2 outs and 2 on here for the Crew. Trying to add to a 3-0 lead in game 2 of this doubleheader. 1-0 pitch, and Pratt flinched at a strike with a cutter right down the middle. It's 1-1. Brewers would love to keep adding on because of the fact that they would love to be able to stay away from some of those leverage relievers late if they could help it. 1-1's outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. It would set you up that much better for tomorrow if that would be the case. So there's a game within the game that goes on when you play these 5 games over what we estimate will be about 76 hours. 2-1 strike the count here on Pratt. Schuster brings home the pitch and a ground ball sharply hit to the shortstop Wynn. He flips it to the second baseman Weatherholt to retire Jake Bauers and the side. 3-0 Brewers. We go to the bottom of the 6th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
I'm Jen Gregg. Mayor Cavalier Johnson challenges Vice President J.D. Vance ahead of his remarks in Milwaukee. No fines for University of Wisconsin-Madison student group for allegedly promoting the open rescue effort at Ridgeland Farms. And the Milwaukee Air and Water Show has a new leader in the cockpit. Tonight, clear skies, a low of 68. Wednesday, dry during the day with storms likely in the evening, a high of 90. I'm Jen Gregg, WTMJ News.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWspinecenter.com. That's OAWspinecenter.com. Tonight's 6th Inning is brought to you by Steamfitters Local 601, keepers of the trade. For career opportunities, visit steam601.org.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, a 3-0 Brewers lead. Robert Gasser. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, a 3-0 Brewers lead. Robert Gasser at just 51 pitches as he climbs the mound here in the bottom of the 6th. It'll be the top of the order for the Cardinals, 3rd time through for St. Louis. Weatherholt, Herrera, and then Walker. Gasser brings home the first pitch, and that's right through there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Every out from this point forward you get from Robert Gasser is gravy, as they say. And he's in a position to maybe give them a bunch more outs tonight if he can keep it rolling. A 1 pitch is a sweeper that missed low. 1 strike. That didn't miss by a lot. I think it was down below the zone. It was. Good decision not to challenge it by Sanchez. The 1-1 pitch. That's a strike at the knees, and it's 1-2. Weatherholt will use his timeout, step out of the box. 3-0 Milwaukee. They've out-hit the Cardinals 4-2. In control right now, but far from over. 1-2 pitch. And a ground ball to second base. Rolls out to Terang, scoops it, throws to first in time to take care of Weatherholt. And there's one away here in the 6th inning. That's 8 straight retired by Gasser. He's allowed just 1 base runner since the 2nd inning. And he's been very efficient so far. Just 55 pitches for Robert Gasser. Through 5 1/3. First pitch to Herrera in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. It's a big start from Robert Gasser tonight for the Brewers.
You know what he's done that you've seen not a lot of in recent starts? He's getting ground balls too.
Right. The 0-1 is the fly ball to center. Racing in is Lara. Still coming in, calling everybody off there in plenty of time to reach up and make the catch. And there's 2 down. Just as you say that, he gets a pop up into shallow center. But, you know, you think about Gasser's profile, Josh. He's got that sinker. That sweeper is a pitch that you can get some rollovers with. You would think that he would profile as a guy that could get some ground balls.
And normally it's been elevated contact when we've seen him this year. He's got 5 groundouts tonight.
So 2 down and nobody on for Jordan Walker in a 3-0 Ball game, Brewers out in front. Gasser brings home the pitch. Missed outside. It's 1-0. Make tailgating easy this season by picking up the George Webb Double Play Meal Deal on your way to the game. 7 cheeseburgers, 2 orders of fries for just $17.99. The perfect pregame meal for hungry baseball fans. 1-0 pitch. And a liner back up the middle into center field for a base hit for Jordan Walker. That guy can flat out hit. Brewers have pitched him pretty well this season until today. He's had some success against the Crew today. The good news is, just like in the first inning, that's a 2-out single from Jordan Walker. And Gasser can just try to take care of Velasquez and get himself through this 6th. He'll be in great shape to go back out for the 7th for the Brewers on a night when they could use it. First offering to Velasquez, and he drops the sweeper in there for a strike. It's 0-1. The confidence of Gasser just looks different, doesn't it? Just in control, exuding positive energy right now. Believing in the results. 0-1 pitch is popped up, fouling out of play, first base side. No balls and 2 strikes. It's like he can't wait to get the ball back and deliver the next pitch.
It looks like to me he is so confident. He knows he's got a good game plan. And it's like he's thinking to himself, all right, all I do is just execute what they've told me to do, and I'm going to have success. And that's exactly what he's done.
Seems simple right now for him. That's how efficient he's been. That's how effective he's been so far tonight. No balls and 2 strikes on Velasquez. Gasser kicks, delivers, and missed up and away. Didn't chase. 1-2 the count. Velasquez popped it up to Terang both times he's come to the plate tonight. He's 0 for 2, 1 for 6 in the series. Had a double last night. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball left center. Well struck. Back on it is Churio. Still back at the track. Looking up. It is gone. Well, Nelson Velasquez does some damage against Gasser. His 4th home run of the year. It was a fastball. He left it out over the plate a little bit more than he wanted to. And Velasquez sent it out of here. It's a 3-2 Brewers lead. We were praising Gasser and bragging him up. That ball didn't get out by much, but it got out, and that's all that matters. And that ball was smoked. 110 off the bat. But if you're Gasser, you just try to shake that off. Still have the lead. Still pitching well. Still have the ability to make this a very impressive start. Here is Alec Burleson. First offering. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. That's why a 3-0 lead is better than a 2-0 lead. The 0-1 pitch to Burleson. Swing and a foul off the end of the bat. Over third base side, it snowballs and 2 strikes. 276 average this year for Burleson. 14 home runs, 63 driven in. 0 for 2 tonight against Gasser. Pitch count at 65 for Gasser. Still in great shape. 0-2. He is up and away. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think the frustrating thing for Gass will be that he located that pitch where he did on a 1-2 count. 1-2 pitch, and he missed down and away with a sweeper. 2 balls and 2 strikes. All of this with 2 outs for St. Louis. He retired the first 2 batters in very quick fashion. 3-2 Brewers lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gasser trying to finish this inning off. The pitch missed down and away, and the count is full. It's 3-2 on Burleson. Right-handed hitting Mason Wynn is in the on-deck circle for St. Louis. Gasser looking in. 3-2 pitch to Burleson. And swung on, fouled back our way and out of play. We'll do it again at 3-2. This is the hardest Gasser's had to work in any inning tonight. It's the only inning he's had multiple base runners. And now time is called as I think a bug or something was flying in front of Burleson's face. He's swatting at it. And now gets back in there. This will be the 70th pitch of the night for Gasser. 3-2. And popped up fouling out of play third base side. Do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brewers won game 1 last night 4-3. Won game 1 today 4-3. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball foul up the first base line. Stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's not impossible this game's 4-3 before it's all over. I hope not.
Well, you think about it, Brewers' 3 straight wins have all been by 1 run. And what do you know? It's a 1-run lead again.
20 pitches in the inning now for Gasser. 3-2 pitch. And he tapped it out in front of home plate. Off the mound to field it as Gasser spins. Throws to first in time. And the inning is over. The 2-run home run by Nelson Velasquez gets the Cardinals on the board. We go to the 7th inning. It's 3-2 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Grow our economy, improve our health care, and transform education. And Wisconsin is quickly becoming a data center hub, which is great news for our state's skilled workers. Each data center creates about 1,800 construction jobs and then hundreds of high-paying jobs to operate it. Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now supports bringing data centers online to move our state's economy and technology forward.
Most things people do could be done more safely. Sometimes it's common sense. Sometimes it's innovating a better way. But it's always about minimizing risk. For this purpose, West Bend is willing to come check out your business and help minimize your risks. It's precisely because of thinking like this that West Bend has been keeping businesses and employees safe for over 125 years. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com. West Bend, the worst brings out our best.
All right, if you live in Wisconsin and you're not eating dairy, I got questions. Because this is a state where Farm MacGyver fixes equipment with duct tape and hope. Where farm talkers film chores like it's content. So support your local dairy farmers. Just look for the Proudly Wisconsin Dairy Badge. Then drink the milk, eat the cheese, melt the butter. Don't skip on the ice cream. And visit borntodairy.com to meet the farmers behind it all. Because around here, dairy isn't optional. We were born to dairy.
How can you not be romantic about this? This is the Brewers Radio Network.
We go to the 7th inning here in St. Louis. The Brewers with a 3-2 lead. Jared Schuster. 7th inning here in St. Louis. The Brewers with a 3-2 lead. Jared Schuster still on the mound for the Cardinals, and back on the mic for us, here's Josh Maurer.
Thank you, Lane. Joey Ortiz leads off against the left-hander who did a great job to get out of a jam last inning, and that looks all the more important after that home run from Nelson Velasquez. First pitch to Joey Ortiz, outside, ball 1. It was first and second, nobody out. Then Schuster got a strikeout, flyout, groundout from Sanchez, Churio, and Pratt. 3-2 Milwaukee in the 1-0. Fly to deep left, put a charge into it, Ortiz. All the way back goes Fermin, watching it go! Into the seats, goodbye, Joey Ortiz. What a double-header at Busch Stadium. He's gone deep, and the Brewers back in front by a couple. 4-2 in the 7th inning. Number 3 on the year for Ortiz. That's his 5th hit of the twin bill. 415 estimated feet against the left-hander Schuster. The Brewers strike right back, and they do it in the 7th inning again. Nobody on, nobody out for Christian Yelich. First pitch, outside corner, called a strike. That's the first home run the Brewers have hit this series. Won those close games in Game 1 and Game 2 without hitting the long ball. The 1 to Yelich. Sprayed foul into the netting over the third base dugout, and it's 0-2. Leave it to Joey right now. His last 10 games have been among the best offensively of his career, and he's had a whale of a game defensively tonight as well. 0-2 to Yelich. Fouled on the left side, up and out of play. 4-2 Milwaukee. All Brewers home runs presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Get back to taking big swings on the course quarter field with a visit to Ortho ASAP. Get expert care today at orthowisconsin.com. Another 0-2. Yelich takes outside. Christian's 0 for 3 with a run batted in. You go back to the start of the series against the Reds last week. 10 games, Ortiz is 11 for 29. The 1-2. Yelich chops it softly foul up the first baseline. Got a couple of homers these last couple of brilliant weeks, and now driven in 7 runs. Joey Ortiz picking up for David Hamilton going on the IL. 1-2. Down low, and it's 2-2 on Yelich. And right after the Cardinals had just gotten back within a run on that big swing from Velazquez, Joey strikes one with authority. Luis Lara's on deck. Lefty here in the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Change up, and Yelich strikes out. He's 0 for 4, and that'll bring to the plate the Major League debuting Luis Lara. Bullpen is quiet for the Brewers as we play the visitors' 7th. That means that Robert Gasser is going to go back to the mound. In his Major League career, he has never gotten an out past the 6th inning. But his pitch count's in pretty good shape to do so tonight. Lara had the big 2-run single last time. Now batting right-handed, takes low. First time in his career that we see the switch hitter from the right. Was 1 for 3 against the starter Hunter Dobbins. Schuster with a 1-0 pitch. Down low on a slider. 2 balls, no strikes on the 21-year-old. Pretty impressive what he did with that 2-run single through the right side back in the 5th. 2-0. Chopped off his foot. Hops way up into the air. Kind of off the instep, I think, where he's got a guard. And a foul ball, it's 2-1. Think about all the things swirling through Luis's head as he plays his first Major League game tonight. To be able to quiet that noise and produce the way that he did. So impressive. Schuster with a 2-1. Outside, it's ball 3. We played you his interview with the media that he did before the doubleheader today in our pregame show tonight. He said his first call when he got the news was his mother. And he said then it was his only call. It's all he had time for. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Cutter from Schuster. It's a full count. Luis said, I called my mom because it was the realization of my lifelong dream, and then I let her handle all the other phone calls to let everybody else know. He had to pack. 1 out, 3-2. Up and away, and Luis is on for a second time. It's a base on balls. He has, as Lane commented the last time he batted, shown very impressive plate discipline tonight for a 21-year-old in his first Major League ball game. I don't remember one time chasing a pitch out of the strike zone tonight. Gets the walk presented by Ortho ASAP to bring up Bryce Terang. 4-2 Brewers, 1 out in the 7th. Terang 1 for 3, a double. The pitch is low and away, ball 1. When the pain can't wait, walk right into Ortho ASAP. Same-day access to specialists. Start healing faster at orthowisconsin.com. Schuster just called up between games of the doubleheader. Throws to first, and Lara is in safely standing. Cardinals, we told you, have had to make some moves just to get enough pitching to get through this twin bill. They DFA'd the guy who was essentially their starter in game 1, Bruce Zimmerman, to get Schuster active between games. Pitch to Terang is flied into right center field. On the run is Nathan Church. Won't get it. It splits the gap, rolls to the warning track. Lara speeding around third. Wynn makes the relay to the plate. It's not in time. Lara with a fist bump after a Head first, slides safely into home. Bryce Terang's got an RBI double. Brewers have a 3-run lead right back, 5-2. Second double of the night for Bryce Terang. And we could see that Luis Lara can motor. That ball did not get to the fence. Church, the center fielder, backhanded it right at about the warning track.
And you maybe have the strongest infield arm in baseball on the cut there in Mason Wynn, making that throw to the plate. So it took some wheels for Lara to score on that play.
Now Terang at second, one out for Vaughn, and Schuster misses to Andrew, ball one. Every double means a $75 donation to the MAC Fund from West Bend Insurance, the Silver Lining. $150 going to the MAC Fund, courtesy of Bryce Terang alone tonight. Vaughn 0 for 2 with a walk. 1-0 inside, 2-0.
Great response to that 2-run home run in the bottom of the 6th inning by this Brewers offense.
How about the 7th innings?
Yeah.
Now 4 games in a row the Brewers have scored at least one in the 7th. And in 3 of the 4 it's been multiple runs. This is their inning right now. 2-0 to Vaughn. Paints the outside corner with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Schuster gets on the board with a strike, 2-1.
One thing it tells you, they've been getting after bullpens. And in some of those cases, the winning side of the bullpen for their opponents.
5-2 Milwaukee, runner at second. Schuster with a 2-1. Down in the dirt on a changeup. Ball 3 on Vaughn. Jake Bauers on deck. Nobody throwing in the Cardinals bullpen. You think about it, the Brewers were a little worried about, do they have enough pitching to cobble together to get through a doubleheader today? Well, look what St. Louis has done. I mean, basically most of their pitchers came up from Memphis today. Like this man, Schuster. 3-1. Vaughn takes a strike. Cutter letter high, full count. Between Bruce Zimmerman in game 1 and then Hunter Dobbins and Jared Schuster here in the nightcap, that's been the majority of the innings that they've thrown in this key doubleheader in their season. So it goes both ways, you know. 3-2 coming. Here it is. Popped foul first base side. Is there time for Burleson to get over there? No. It lands uncaught right before the tarp. On the collar, still 3-2 on Vaughn. Andrew trying to get into the act. This is a good matchup for him on paper against the lefty and Schuster. Now 1 out of 10 on the road trip. Ortiz hit the home run to start the inning. Then Lara walked and Terang doubled him home. 5-2 Milwaukee in the 7th. Schuster, a 3-2 runner, goes on a line drive to second. Short hop attempt. Kicks off the glove of Weatherholt behind the bag. Everybody's safe. Terang holds at third, and Vaughn will reach first. Probably an infield hit, I think. Tough chance for J.J. Weatherholt near the middle, and it was an in-between hop. It is an infield single for Vaughn, and they're on the corners with 1 out. And Bauers comes to the plate. He was the first man Jared Schuster faced last inning when he entered, and he walked him. Didn't get far enough away from Weatherholt for Terang to try to score. Bryce was in motion on that 3-2 pitch from second base. Bauers 0 for 2 with the aforementioned walk. Infield at double play depth. Lefty-lefty. First pitch down low, ball 1. The crew has been around since 1970. Habish, and Rotier even longer. If you're injured in an accident, call the firm Wisconsinites have trusted for over 95 years. That's Habish, and Rotier, the sponsor of our hit batters. 1 ball, no strikes on Jake. Now the pitch. Swinging and a miss. And a good changeup. Just think about these 7th innings since Sunday. The Brewers had 3 to win the game in Arizona Sunday. They had 4 to win the game last night here. They scored the game-winning run in the 7th in game 1 today. 1-1. Outside on a cutter to Bauers, 2-1. And now they've already put 2 across and threatening for more in the 7th inning in the nightcap of the doubleheader. I'm using a lot of words to tell you that these have been good innings. That third Turang at first Vaughn. 2-1 coming. Down in the dirt on a slider. Smothered by the catcher Herrera, ball 3. Well, Gasser is sitting in the dugout, getting ready to go out for a 7th inning for the first time in his big league career and not minding the wait. See if Jake can get one to handle here. 3-1 from Jared Schuster. Here it is. He did have one to handle, but he took it for a strike. 92, and it's a full count again. Gary Sanchez in the on-deck circle. Brewers 5, Cardinals 2. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a healthy lead going into the latter innings of this one? 3 is good, 4 or more would be great. 3-2 coming. Popped up foul coming back and over the screen, and we'll do it again at a full count. If the Brewers win this game, they'll clinch the series already. First 5-game series of the year, they would win the first 3 games. Still with night games on Wednesday and Thursday here at Busch, and they would, as we talked about earlier, already clinch the season series from the Redbirds. They would be 7-1 against St. Louis this year. 2 runs in. Turang leads from third. Vaughn from first. Only 1 out. 3-2 again. Low, and he walked him. Bases loaded. Sinker below the knees of Jake Bauers. Schuster has walked him twice.
And they're going to make Schuster wear this, I think, Josh. I mean, nobody up in that bullpen. They are so thin right now on arms. Garrett Mitchell's going to come in and run for Bauers here.
So the night gets an early end for Jake.
Probably going to make that move defensively anyway in the bottom of the 7th inning. So might as well get that speed on the base paths now if you're the Brewers.
And you know what? It's going to be fun to see how they align the outfield, because now you're going to have both Luis Lara and Garrett Mitchell in the game together for the first time.
My guess is you probably see Lara go to right, but we shall see.
Meanwhile, the catcher out to visit with Schuster. Bases loaded, 1 out. Gary Sanchez to the plate in the 7th. 5-2 Brewers leading. Well, Gary struck out against this pitcher with 2 on last inning. He's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Trying for a big swing. Schuster set above the belt. Here's the first pitch. Down in the dirt with a slider, ball 1.
I mean, it's just such a great opportunity for a knockout punch right here for the Brewers.
You know who wants that knockout punch as much as anybody in that dugout or bullpen is Chris Hook.
Yep.
He's saying, come on, boys. Bases loaded. Infield double play depth. The 1-0. Taken for a strike. Fastball outside corner to Sanchez. 1-1. Schuster, by the way, who has recorded a total of 4 outs, has thrown 47 pitches. Came in with nobody out in the 6th. 1 out in the 7th. Now, the 1-1. Line in the left field. In comes Fermin. Fermin won't get there. Plays it on a hop off to the side. 2 runs will score. Stopping at third, the pinch runner Mitchell after Turang and Vaughn cross the plate. There's the big swing. Gary Sanchez, 2-run single. And the Brewers have broken it open, 7-2 in the 7th. 4 more runs in the 7th inning for the Brewers tonight, and they're not done yet. Cutter right about the knees and on the inner third, and Gary turned it around. Could have been a double maybe for another batter. Gary stopped at first. They're on the corners now for Jackson Churio. And there's a pitch timer violation charged to Jared Schuster. He wasn't ready before the clock expired, so it's 1-0.
That's the second one he's had already.
Churio, as a pinch hitter last inning, flew to center against Schuster. First pitch in the dirt, it's 2-0. I just wanted to call it that way. First pitch in the dirt, 2-0. Pitch timers in baseball. Smothered by the catcher Herrera. Gary Sanchez, nice swing there. Now the 2-0. Took it low, change up, dip below the knees. 3 balls, no strikes. Just now, the Cardinals are getting a right-hander loose in the bullpen. That just began at this moment. First and third, 1 out. 4 runs in, 3-0. Taking all the way, Chourio looks at strike 1 from Schuster, who had not, as you said, pitched in the major leagues for a couple of months before tonight. Gordon Graceffo, who was heavily involved at the end of game 1 of the series yesterday, is that right-hander getting loose now. 7-2 Milwaukee, 3-1 line drive and a right base hit. Jackson Chourio keeps the train a-rolling. Scoring from third is Mitchell, stopping at second Sanchez. RBI single for Jackson. That's his first hit of the series, and the Brewers have an 8-2 lead. And that ball was smoked. 108 miles an hour off his bat. And he's got a nice smile on his face. He was thinking everybody else was getting involved except me offensively here at Busch Stadium. These 7th innings have been something to behold since Sunday for the Brewers offense. And now the batter is Cooper Pratt. He is the 9th man to come to the plate in the inning, and the Cardinals are going to stall, I think. They don't want Schuster to have to continue. I think they're going to send Herrera, the catcher, out there just to buy some more time for Graceffo in that bullpen. I presume once the umpire goes to break up this, then Oliver Marmol will pop out and make the pitching change. Here comes Adam Hammery joining the cavalcade of Cardinals. We're on the mound. Could have called it a conference of Cardinals, and we would have felt like we were at the Vatican. Umpire breaks it up. And Ollie Marmol is coming out. He stalled about as long as he could.
Yeah, he did.
If you have been a loyal listener of our broadcast, you know I hate this. I don't think baseball should allow those stalling tactics where you know you're going to make the change anyway, but you let the first visit happen. But I digress. Well, when control problems get out of hand, North Shore Adult Diapers, who present all the visiting pitching change. Graceffo coming in after a long inning against Schuster. Brewers have already scored 5. They lead at 8-2 and still batting. You're listening to the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella-certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Dear baseball fans, Toyota's 2026 lineup is racing for the pennant. The rugged Tacoma's got upper deck power and available four-wheel drive. The RAV4 is an all-hybrid all-star with versatility that leads the league. And the all-hybrid Camry hits it hybrid all-star with versatility that leads the league. And the all-hybrid Camry hits it out of the park with impressive miles per gallon. No matter which Toyota you choose, you're driving an MVP. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
Gordon Graceffo in for the second night in a row. He's another guy that just got called up from AAA Memphis. Well, the Brewers are now having sent 9 to the plate once Cooper Pratt steps up to face him. They've already scored 5 runs in this 7th inning to break it open, leading 3-2 entering. It's now 8-2 Milwaukee, trying to sweep this day-night doubleheader. At second base, Gary Sanchez. At first base, Jackson Chourio. And with 1 out, here's Cooper Pratt. Graceffo ready to work in the pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider. Jared Schuster's return to the big leagues did not go as he would have hoped. Got 4 outs, gave up 8 base runners and at least 5 runs. 5 hits, 3 walks. Pratt has gone 1 for 2 with a walk, a triple, and 2 runs scored. Disengagement used here by Graceffo. Graceffo. Got called up at the beginning of the series. 2 scoreless innings last night. The 0-1. Pratt takes inside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Started with a Joey Ortiz home run. That broke the dam open, it appears. 2 on, still 1 out. The 1-1. Inside on Pratt from Graceffo. Villanova product. 2-1. It's been rare in this series that the Cardinals have thrown any pitcher that was not in AAA this past weekend. 2-1. Hit hard on the ground and fair past third base. That's going to roll all the way into the left field corner. Sanchez can trot home. Chorio's rounding third. He will score without a relay on a 2-run double by Cooper Pratt. And the Brewers have put up 7 in the 7th. Coop with a couple of extra base hits tonight in St. Louis. Brewers lead it 10-2. What an inning. They keep adding on as Pratt greets Graceffo very rudely. Hard ground ball, fair, and past the diving Blaze Jordan all the way into the corner.
And the 8-9 spots for the Brewers have been on fire in this game between Pratt and Ortiz.
And now Joey batting for the second time in the inning takes a strike. 95 from Graceffo. This game 25 minutes ago when this inning began was 3-2 Brewers, and it felt kind of tenuous at that moment because Nelson Velasquez had just hit a 2-run homer. Now it's 10-2. The 1 pitch down low, and Joey started the whole thing. Hit his 2nd home run in as many weeks, over 400 feet into those seats in left center field. What a doubleheader for Joey. 5 hits, and they've been big hits. On the day that David Hamilton went onto the injured list. Runner at second of the 1-1. Fisted towards shortstop. It's going to be caught behind the bag by Mason Wynn as he moved over. Back to second safely goes Pratt. That is the second out. It might have broken the bat of Ortiz. Just couldn't quite muscle it past the infield. And here is the only other batter who has made an out in the inning, Christian Yelich. He'll hit for a second time. Schuster struck him out. Then 7 straight reached base. 10-2 Brewers. Yelich is 0 for 4 with an RBI. He'll take down and in from the right-hander Graceffo. I was wondering if this lengthy wait for Gasser was going to change the pitching plans. At the moment, it doesn't appear as if it will. It seems he's still going back out there. Yelich sprays it foul. Out of play down the left field line. 1-1 for a guy Gasser who has not pitched a 7th inning before in his big league career, but they just want those innings. Every out is precious in this stretch. Top of the 7th, 10-2 Milwaukee in the 1-1. Outside of Yelich on a changeup there from Graceffo. I was talking about it. The Brewers can already clinch the season series against St. Louis if they hold on. Trying to win a 7th straight game against the Redbirds after they lost the first one played this year. Runner at second, 2-1. Yelich takes down and in, ball 3. That double by Cooper Pratt, by the way, meant a $75 donation again to the MAC Fund from West Bend Insurance, the silver lining. Good thing West Bend has deep pockets, right, Lane? Busy day for them. 3-1 is chopped foul up the first baseline by Yelich. Full counts.
Yeah, Brewers have been extra base machines in this game. Just the 1 home run from Ortiz, but A lot of doubles. That big triple from Cooper as well.
2 out, 7 home. Runner at second base is Pratt. Graceffo's 3-2. Yelich grounds it sharply, but at the shortstop. Mason Wynn positioned perfectly to field behind the bag, and he throws out Yelich. The side is retired. That ball was smoked. Yelich hit at 105 miles an hour. Brewers, they sent 11 to the plate, scored 7. American Family Insurance.
What's on Tap brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Rooting for the Brew Crew because we're from Milwaukee too. Tastes like Miller time.
The easiest way to watch the Brewers is here. Get Brewers TV for the 2026 season now. Catch every Christian Yelich home run and Sal Frelick Web Gym for just $19.99 a month. Learn more and sign up now at brewers.tv.
Milwaukee Brewers Baseball and Miller Lite.
On the baseball field, the skilled players get paid the most. The same is true in construction. Some of the most skilled players building our roads, solar farms, and stadiums are the men and women of the Wisconsin Operating Engineers. If you are ready to step up to a job where you can earn more without college debt and operate equipment like cranes, excavators, bulldozers, and drones, you're ready to join the team of Wisconsin Operating Engineers today at join139.com.
Service and savings. It's Woodman's.
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint. I'm Phil, saving you big time money on juice and drinks. 64-ounce Indian Summer Apple Juice, just $1.99, or 64-ounce Indian Summer Juice Blends, 99 cents. I Caramba hot prices on juice and drinks. Apple juice, $1.99, or juice blends, 99. Can you believe it? Just 99 cents. Better products, better prices, better service, because we're employee-owned. 99 cents. Better products, better prices, better service, because we're employee-owned.
It's Woodman's.
We'll take some more of that.
Some more what?
Swing a line drive, deep center. It's gone. A walk-off home run.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Brewers just scored 7 in the 7th, and as Robert Gasser goes back to the mound, it is 10-2 Milwaukee, trying to clinch the series by winning the first 3 games of this 5-game set in St. Louis. Gasser back out there. Garrett Mitchell, pinch runner, takes over in center, so Luis Lara does move to right field. As Gasser is back on the hill, Mason Wynn leads off in the pitch. In at the knees for a strike, 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Wynn tonight has flown out and struck out. Jared Koenig starts to get loose in the bullpen. Gasser with the 0-1. Swinging a foul. Coming back up over the screen off to our right. 0-2. The 7th inning stretch sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. Escape to the Island Resort and Casino, where championship golf, relaxing spa treatments, great dining, and casino excitement create the perfect summer getaway. Gasser coming out, throwing strikes. 0-2 on Wynn. The pitch hit on the ground to third. Behind the bag, played by Ortiz. He's going to intentionally bounce it across and gets it there in time to Andrew Vaughn to retire Mason Wynn. Tell you, both sides, offense, defense for Joey Ortiz tonight, exceptional. A play he made earlier to rob Jordan Walker back in the 3rd inning was as good as we've seen from any third baseman all year. This one was a little more routine, but still challenging, and he got a win. Here's Jose Fermin. This is now the longest career outing for Robert Gasser. The pitch is up and away, ball 1. Fermin has a hit. The only damage against Gasser, the 2-out, 2-run homer in the 6th from Nelson Velasquez. Now the 1-0. Dips low on a sweeper on Fermin. 2 balls, no strikes. Drive Around the League is presented by Construction Business Group. Wisconsin Operating Engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. Cubs have just added on in Baltimore, leading 5-2 in the 8th. 2-0. Drilled the inside corner there with a fastball. 92 in the gun from Gasser. 2-1 on Fermin. Good outing tonight for Chicago in that series opener from Matthew Boyd. 6 scoreless, 3-hit innings. 5-2 Cubs. Now the 2-1. Grounded foul by Fermin. He almost twisted himself into the ground on the follow-through on that cutter that was coming in on him, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brewers 7 games ahead of second place Chicago at the moment. If they hold on, they'll be 10.5 games in front of these Cardinals. Now the 2-2. Fermin takes down low on a sweeper. It's full count. You know, the Cardinals were coming in with some momentum. Just last night, they had just had a 4-2 road trip, 1 series against the Braves and the Cubs. And they're thinking maybe if we have a good series here against the Brewers, we can make this a race. 3-2. Fly ball on the infield. Behind shortstop and Cooper Pratt on the retreat. Going out. About 10, now 15 steps on the left center field grass. Makes the backpedaling catch. 2 outs for Gasser. And it's Blaze Jordan, the rookie, coming to the plate. Now, I mean, just 2 days later, but maybe 3 games, you go from potentially 7.5 behind to 10.5 behind. So there's a lot of season left, but these have been important games. Jordan 0 for 2. Pitch by Gasser. Fouled back. He's just continuing to attack, and it goes out of play. 0-1.
I mean, you think about what it means in terms of the length of the season or times throughout the season. You get a 10.5 game lead on somebody. That's a week and a half best case scenario to make it up.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of runway you would need to make up that kind of ground.
Pirates would actually be only a game behind the Cardinals for third. 0-1 pitch is up and away on Blaze Jordan, who has grounded out and lined out. 2 out, nobody on in the 7th of a 10-2 Milwaukee lead. They won the opener of tonight's doubleheader. Well, today's doubleheader. They won the opener 4-3. Gasser's 1-1 down low. They won last night 4-3. Every game in the current 3-game winning streak was a 1-run win. And you had to use the quote-unquote the A part of the bullpen, the leverage guys, time and again. McGill, a couple of saves. Uribe got the one today, but now you're up by 8 in this one. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good sweeper, fooled Blaze Jordan, 2-2. Told you the Pirates have a chance to be just a game behind the Cardinals. They beat Atlanta 12-4 tonight behind Paul Skeens. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball into left. In comes Jackson Chorio with a play. He's there and makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Gasser, maybe to finish his night, the longest outing of his major league career. Brilliant stuff. 2 runs and 7. Presented by American Family Insurance.
Rev up your rewards at the pump with the Club Citgo app. Join today and enter for the chance to win big with members-only sweepstakes, plus everyday savings that stack automatically. Start with 20 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 4 purchases with Plus Pay. Hit Premier status and unlock even more. So what are you waiting for? Download the Club Citgo app today and you're good to go. Savings good up to 30 gallons only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
At Prevea Orthopedics and HSHS Hospitals, we understand all the ways you move. From the ways you love to move, to the ways you need to move, and the ways you want to move. Movement looks different for everyone. That's why we specialize in you, providing the expert care you need for all the ways you move. To schedule an appointment, visit prevea.com/ortho.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Carbless, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Premium, ready-to-drink cocktails.
0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten.
At the ballpark or your local grocery store. Carbless.
Less is more.
Carbless.
Less is more.
Position player pitching alert. Position player pitching alert. And it's only the 8th inning. Brian Torres, the former Milwaukee Milkman, is going to pitch with the Brewers leading 10-2. And to take us home, here's Lane Grindle.
All right, thank you very much, Josh. Luis Lara will lead things off. I bet he didn't think his night was going to go this way. He'd get his first big league knock, and he'd face a position player in the 8th inning. Pitch is up and away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. 10-2, the Brewers in control. 1-0 pitch. Lara hits one in the air to right. This is dropping, but not in time, as Walker able to sprint in and get there in time to make the catch. Maybe that was going to drop in front of Walker at first, but it carried out there to him. 43-mile-an-hour pitch, whatever it was, from Brian Torres. Can't really call these pitches anything. They put it as a curl. It's just a pitch. Here's Bryce Terang. And Terang rolls one over foul up the first baseline. It's 0-1.
We say it all the time. They're not throwing an arsenal. They're just playing catch with the catcher.
This is barely playing catch, honestly. This is lobbing it in there. And this is lined right into the glove of the first baseman, Burleson. Ball was hard hit by Terang, but it's an out. And there's 2 quick outs for Brian Torres, making it look easy. Today's 8th inning is being brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council and the over 900 signatory contractor partners who are building Wisconsin's infrastructure. Vaughn nearly hit by the pitch, took it inside, and it's 1-0. Blaze Jordan is actually the first baseman now. This ball is hit on the ground to second base and under the glove of Weatherholt and into right field. It'll be an E4 on Weatherholt. And Vaughn reaches for the 3rd time tonight. That one, though, via error. And here's Garrett Mitchell for the first time. Swing and a miss from Mitchell. And it's 0-1. Brewers have a base runner with 2 outs here. Torres climbs back onto the rubber. And the pitch. And this one's lined right into the glove of Weatherholt. And the inning is over. Torres puts up a 0 in the top of the 8th inning. All smiles from Mitchell, laughing. Smoked that ball at 108 right at Weather. 2 Brewers lead on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American Family Insurance.
I'm Pat Dunphy. I've been a lawyer in Milwaukee for almost 50 years, serving members of our community and getting them fair compensation for their injuries. So if you're injured and you need help, call Cannon and Dunphy to get the quality representation you deserve.
Hey, it's your friend John McGivern. In a world full of chaos, I'm grateful for a health plan that has my back. Network Health is so reliable and trustworthy, they always put me and over 126,000 members first. It's just what they do and what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Step up to the plate for a new career with Ironworkers Local 8. Our members build the stadiums, bridges, and skylines across the eastern third of Wisconsin and the entire Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Ironworkers Local 8 offers industry-leading wages and benefits exceeding $84 an hour, along with top-notch training and lifelong opportunities in the skilled trades. More than just a job, it's a brotherhood that cares about our members, their families, and the communities we help build. Visit IWL8.org. That's IWL8.org to learn more.
I'm Robert Crivello with the law firm of Cannon and Dunphy. I love baseball and I love our local team. I also love working with our legal team that has successfully helped car accident victims for over 40 years. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us at Cannon and Dunphy.
You're going to want to pay attention to this.
Struck him out looking.
On the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
That was looking.
On the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
That was filthy.
Well, Brewers with a 10-2 lead. Robert Gasser back out there for the 8th inning. Love it. Already with a career-high 7 innings in the books for Robert Gasser. He's pitched wonderfully over the course of the night tonight. Just the 1 2-run home run allowed. And he's back out there for the 8th inning for Milwaukee. Nathan Church to lead things off for St. Louis. It's a 10-2 Brewers lead. They've out-hit the Cardinals 10-4 in this game. First pitch from Gasser to Church is a strike on the outside edge, and it's 0-1. Tell you what would be good after 18 innings of baseball in the heat here in St. Louis. Got a bunch of things that would be good. The 0-1 swing and a miss, chased a sweeper down and away. It's 0-2. How about some Usinger sausage, maybe a brat, maybe a Polish, maybe an Italian, anyone. Dealer's choice there. And then we go with the Pine River cheese spread, of course. The Cedar Crest ice cream, of course. 0-2 is lined foul and out of play down the left field line. But you've got to have the Usingers. That's a non-negotiable. And you're enjoying this long day of baseball, but a couple of pretty productive games for the Brewers. 0-2 is down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Church. How about a Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy to wash it down with? A refreshing Weiss beer, natural lemonade flavored. Leinenkugel's. Flavor the moment. Gasser looks in, has the one he wants. And the 1-2 pitch to Church. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Chased a sweeper off the plate away. Another strikeout for Robert Gasser. Ortho ASAP style, his 4th strikeout of the night. And he's recorded an out in the 8th inning for the first time in his career. And here's J.J. Weatherholt. Weatherholt 0 for 3. I mean, if you were going to script game 2 of this doubleheader for the Brewers, this was the script. The pitch is hit in the air to left center field. Going to be a long run for Churio, and he will track it down in the gap in left center. Hung up there long enough for him to get there. And there's 2 down now for Ivan Herrera. Gasser's only at 92 pitches. I mean, he has been outstanding here tonight. This is more than the Brewers could have ever hoped for. Craig Yoho starting to play catch out in the Brewers bullpen. Here's Jimmy Crooks. He's going to hit for Ivan Herrera. And the first pitch, a swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Crooks will use his timeout. Now climb back into the box. No balls and 1 strike the count. The pitch hit him. Ran in and got him with a sweeper. Crooks will head to first base. Hit batters brought to you by Havish and Routier. Injured in a car accident? The right call is Havish with 13 offices across the state. They're the hometown firm Wisconsinites trust. Havish and Routier, national reputation, hometown service. Let's pause 10 for ID. This is the Brewers Radio Network. With Josh Maurer and Kent Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you here. A 10-2 Brewers lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Robert Gasser trying to finish off this start. Now he goes for a little walk behind the mound, and Gary Sanchez is there standing with him. And now Pat Murphy's out of the dugout. He's going to make a call to the bullpen. So Gasser, I think, really wanted to get through the 8th, but that's going to be it for him. Craig Yoho had been getting loose out in that bullpen. He's going to come into this game. It's an Ironworkers Local 8 pitching change. And boy, Robert Gasser's getting a bunch of attaboys and a bunch of pats on the back from all the Brewers. And Gary Sanchez gave him a big pat on the back as he left this game. He gets a nice ovation from Brewers fans as well. Ironwork is at IWL8.org. That's IWL8.org. Yoho coming in to face Jordan Walker here with a runner at first and 2 outs. Yep, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. A 10-2 Brewers lead on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Rev up your rewards at the pump with the Club Citgo app. Join today and enter for the chance to win big with members-only sweepstakes, plus everyday savings that stack automatically. Start with 20 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 4 purchases with Plus Pay. Hit Premier status and unlock even more. So what are you waiting for? Download the Club Citgo app today and you're good to go. Savings good up to 30 gallons only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
On the baseball field, the skilled players get paid the most. The same is true in construction. Some of the most skilled players building our roads, solar farms, and stadiums are the men and women of the Wisconsin Operating Engineers. If you are ready to step up to a job where you can earn more without college debt and operate equipment like cranes, excavators, bulldozers, and drones, you're ready to join the team of Wisconsin Operating Engineers today at join139.com.
Celebrate and save big during Steinhaffel's Furniture and Mattress 4th of July sale. Save up to 30% store-wide, then take $75 off every $7.99 you spend. And we make buying store-wide, then take $75 off every $7.99 you spend. And we make buying your new room easy with our special 60-month 0% financing. Plus, take an extra 15% off our already low-priced clearance. And don't forget about the amazing doorbusters throughout the store. It's Steinhaffel's 4th of July sale. Shop in store or online at steinhaffels.com.
Craig Yoho takes over on the mound. Robert Gasser out of this game after 7 2/3 tonight. 4 hits, the 2 runs, but he is responsible for the runner at first. And the first pitch to Jordan Walker from Yoho misses down and away with a sinker. It's 1-0. That is Crooks over at first base. Nelson Velasquez, who's now the left fielder, is in the on-deck circle for St. Louis. The 1-0 pitch to Walker is a liner right into the glove of Vaughn at first, and the inning is over. He smoked that ball. Vaughn just reached up and snatched it out of the air. And we go to the 9th inning. The Brewers lead it 10-2 over the Cardinals on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented
Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Book Monday through Wednesday for best availability. Savor elevated dining and unwind at the full-service Drift Spa between rounds. Grab quick bites in the expanded Sage Run Clubhouse or refresh overlooking the 9th and 18th at Sweetgrass. It's all part of an unforgettable golf experience at Island Resort and Casino. Plan your getaway at islandresortgolf.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Save big money on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Update your window treatments with Window Images, Blinds, and Shades. We carry everything you need, including vinyl, aluminum, and faux wood blinds, cellular shades, and more. Plus, get them trimmed to width in-store for free. Save big on Window Images, Blinds, and Shades. Check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Diving stop. Nothing gets through. And nothing stops leaks like North Shore adult diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Back with you from Busch Stadium. The Brewers in control in the nightcap here tonight. A 10-2. Back with you from Busch Stadium. The Brewers in control in the nightcap here tonight. A 10-2 lead as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Gary Sanchez to lead things off against Brian Torres, who's back out there for a second inning of work on the mound. Jose Fermin started this game in left, moved to third. He's now at second base. Pedro Pages is the first baseman for St. Louis. And Blaze Jordan goes back from first to third. And the first pitch to Sanchez is lobbed in there at 36 miles an hour. It's a ball. It was above his head. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Here's a ground ball. Foul up the third baseline. It's 1-1. You hear in youth baseball all the time, coaches and parents yelling, "Stay back." You got to stay back on Brian Torres. 1-1. And Sanchez took high. 2 balls to no strikes.
That's the slowest pitch I think I've ever seen.
36.5 miles an hour. 2-1. That missed outside. That one was at 43. 3 balls and 1 strike here on Gary Sanchez. Torres, the pitch. And that missed. It's a walk to Sanchez. I mean, I know the crowd is booing because they're like, hey, it's a position player. These aren't close. You can't call these strikes. You can't even think about it if you're home plate umpire Adam Hammery. So it's a leadoff walk to Sanchez. Jackson Chourio batting left-handed, smokes one out to center, going back on it is Church. He makes the catch. And if you ever wanted to know how talented Jackson Chourio is, he just hit a ball 98 miles an hour off the bat left-handed. I don't care if it's a 35-mile-an-hour pitch. That's incredible. Left-handed, and Jackson Chourio just hit a ball 98 miles an hour to deep center field. Here's Cooper Pratt, and he takes the ball. It's 1-0. I mean, we've seen some impressive things tonight. That's one of the more impressive things I've seen. 1-0 pitch, and Pratt lines one into the glove of Mason Wynn, the shortstop. There's 2 down. How about the hard hit balls right at infielders for Brian Torres here tonight?
Going to end up with the best pitching line of any of the Cardinals if this holds.
They should have started him. Here's Joey Ortiz. Torres brings home the pitch, and Joey takes outside. It's 1-0. Joey's had a great night. He's had a great series. He's had a great couple of weeks. One-0 pitch, and Ortiz flies one into right, playable for Walker. Moving to his right, he's there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 2 scoreless from Torres here in the 8th and 9th innings. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's a 10-2 Brewers lead on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by
When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com. That's OAWSpineCenter.com.
You've taught them, trained them, taken every precaution. But sometimes, despite your best efforts, someone gets hurt on the job. Because they're not perfect. They're people, and they're your people. At least you can keep them happy, healthy, and working with a workers' compensation policy from West Bend. It's how to give every problem a silver lining. West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
Get ready, Milwaukee baseball is here.
Major League Baseball has been put on notice.
On the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Brewers lead at 10-2. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Craig Yoho trying to finish this one off for the Brewers lead at 10-2. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Craig Yoho trying to finish this one off for the Crew. Brewers had plenty of Network Health Insurance runs tonight. Different kind of health insurance plan. Network Health puts its members first. See the difference at networkhealth.com. Nelson Velasquez, the left fielder, will lead things off for St. Louis. It'll be Velasquez, And then Brian Torres to follow him. No DH right now for the Cardinals after they went with the position player pitching. The first pitch is in there for a strike on Velasquez on a sinker at 95, and it's 0-1. A 1 pitch. That missed outside with the changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, I'm still kind of just so impressed by Jackson Chourio hitting left-handed, even though it's against a position player. This ball is hit in the air to left center. Long run for Chourio on the move. Goes into a slide, and he made the catch. Well, the athleticism on display yet again. All smiles for Jack as he pops back up off the grass after making a tremendous catch here to start up this 9th inning. I'm still in awe of him. Look, it's 35-mile-an-hour pitch. It's getting lobbed in there. It's batting practice. Maybe not even that. But when you're a right-handed hitter and you just flip around from the left side and you hit a ball like he did, 98 miles an hour off the bat. Here's a check swing foul by Torres, and it's 0-1. That's how special these guys are, and specifically Jackson Chourio from an athleticism standpoint. The 0-1. That one's popped fouling out of play. Third base side. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Rolled foul up the first baseline. Stays at no balls and 2 strikes here.
Do you think Jackson did it on his own, or you think there was like a bet in the dugout, among teammates said, you won't bat left-handed? He said, I'll show you. There's got to be a story.
Yeah, I have no idea. 0-2 pitch on Torres. Yoho's pitch. A swing and a miss. Foul tip held on to actually on a changeup. And he strikes out Torres. And the Cardinals are down to their last out. And it'll be Mason Wynn to come to the plate here for St. Louis. I know this. The Brewers could not be more pleased with how this road trip has gone to this point. To win the series in Arizona, first pitch to Wynn is a fly ball right field. Lara racing in, settling underneath, makes the catch, and this ball game is over. The Brewers win it 10-2, and with this victory, they not only sweep the doubleheader, win the series, but they win the season series from St. Louis here tonight. The Brewers dominate the Cardinals, and they have a day to remember here at Busch Stadium. What a productive day at the office for the Brewers. 27 men here today. We're back to tell you all about it after this on the Brewers Radio Network.
What's on Tap, brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Rooting for the Brew Crew because we're from Milwaukee too. Tastes like Miller time.
The easiest way to watch the Brewers is here. Get Brewers TV for the 2026 season now. Catch every Christian Yelich home run and Sal Frelick Web Gym for
Milwaukee Brewers baseball and Miller Lite.
For every mile of highway, every bridge connecting our communities, the skilled union laborers of Wayuna, Wisconsin are on the job. They're building and maintaining the infrastructure our Wisconsin residents, industries, and economy depend on every day. So when you see construction signs, orange barrels, and flashing lights, please slow down. Those work zones protect Wayuna's skilled men and women. Strong roads, strong bridges, stronger Wisconsin. Wayuna, feel the power.
Step up to the plate. It's Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest with Store Candy. Stop into your neighborhood Quick Trip and purchase any Werther's or Mamba product with Quick Rewards for your chance to win cash. Be sure to try Werther's Original, Mamba Magic Sticks, or Mamba Berry Tasty. Details at QuickTrip.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Don't sit on the sidelines. Grab your favorite Werther's or Mamba product, fuel up, and get in the game to win big this Brewers season. Quick Trip and Store Candy, proud partners of the Brewers Radio Network.
Your premier Michigan golf getaway includes rounds at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Book Monday through Wednesday for best availability. Savor elevated dining and unwind at the full-service Drift Spa between rounds. Grab quick bites in the expanded Sage Run Clubhouse or refresh overlooking the 9th and 18th at Sweetgrass. It's all part of an unforgettable golf experience at Island Resort and Casino. Plan your getaway at islandresortgolf.com.
At Prevea Orthopedics and HSHS Hospitals, we understand all the ways you move. From the ways you love to move, to the ways you need to move, and the ways you want to move. Movement looks different for everyone. That's why we specialize in you, providing the expert care you need for all the ways you move. To schedule an appointment, visit prevea.com/ortho.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball has been brought to you by American Family Insurance. Miller Lite, it's Miller time. Construction Business Group. Usinger's famous sausage. Usinger's in baseball, it's just not summer without them. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Menards, Potawatomi Investment Now. Delta Dental. Quick Trip. Palms Tire Service. West Bend Insurance, the silver lining. Smart 18. Steinhoffels. Toyota. Woodman's Food Market. Carbless, a premium ready-to-drink cocktail. Island Resort and Casino. Wisconsin Dental Association. Ironworkers Local 8. Cedar Crest Ice Cream. Wisconsin Biofuels. North Shore Adult Diapers. Concordia University of Wisconsin. Wisconsin Laborers District Council. Tsunami Express Car Wash. And Wisconsin Council. Tsunami Express Car Wash. And Wisconsin's Dairy Farmers. Josh, the Brewers dominate the Cardinals here tonight. They've won 7 in a row against the Redbirds.
And they've won the season series, as you said, already. 7-1 against St. Louis. You're only playing 13 games, so that season series has been clinched. Well, the key tonight, a 7-run 7th inning. Brewers scored 10 runs in total on 10 hits. Meanwhile, St. Louis just 2 runs and 4 base hits. And Robert Gasser gets the win in the longest outing by far of his Major League career. He improves to 2-3. Hunter Dobbins up to make the start from AAA, took the loss. He's 1-1 with St. Louis this season. 20,399 watched it. And the game took 2 hours and 38 minutes. You just noticed that was the exact same length as the first game of the doubleheader here today.
We need our Smart 18 player of the game, and you've got some options tonight.
I know there's too many offensive options and defensive for that matter, so I'm just going to give it to Robert Gasser because he was phenomenal. Everything that the Brewers could have asked for and more out of their starting pitcher as the 27th man in a doubleheader. Yeah, how about Mizorowski goes 7 innings, and then Gasser goes 7 2/3 in the twin bill today as the starting pitchers.
Pretty impressive stuff from the Brewers. Earn more. Build a long-term career in the trade. Smart 18, Wisconsin Sheet Metal Workers Union. Learn more at smart18.work. Well, a good day's work for the crew. They'll try to keep these good vibes rolling tomorrow night. On Deck Show built by Menards will get started tomorrow night 6:10, followed by the game at 6:45. Brewers and Cardinals, game 4 of this 5-game series. Kyle Harrison for the crew. Cardinals haven't officially announced who it will be. It could be Michael McGreevy or Andre Palante. Our producer and engineer has been Ken Sommerfeld. I'm Lane Grindle, inviting you to stay tuned for Josh Maurer and a boatload of highlights on the Potawatomi Casino Hotel postgame show. Again, the final score here tonight, the Brewers sweep the doubleheader. They take game 2, 10-2 over the Cardinals. This has been a presentation of the Brewers Radio Network.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
It's a winning explosion at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This July, Winplosion rockets in, bursting with $300,000 in cash and reward play. For your shot at winning, just play with your rewards card. Then join us for the Thursday night prize drawings. Plus, every Winplosion entry also counts toward the big WinFest Grand Finale in September. It's Winplosion. Big bang, big bucks. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Truck drivers, are you looking for a career that offers more opportunities? Find out why Schneider stands above the others. In addition to offering the widest selection of home time options, Schneider's safety focus protects drivers. From advanced safety technology on all drive, Schneider delivers. New to trucking, Schneider offers company-paid CDL training and tuition reimbursement options to help you get started. Join a carrier that makes your safety its priority. Search driving jobs near you at SchneiderJobs.com.
All right, if you live in Wisconsin and you're not eating dairy, I got questions. Because this is a state where Farm MacGyver fixes equipment with duct tape and hope. Where farm talkers film chores like it's content. So support your local dairy farmers. Just look for the Proudly Wisconsin Dairy Badge. Then drink the milk, eat the cheese, melt the butter. Don't skip on the ice cream. And visit borntodairy.com to meet the farmers behind it all. Because around here, dairy isn't optional. We were born to dairy.
Dobbins out of the stretch. The 3-1 pitch. Here's a ground ball right side. That's going to sneak through and into right field for a base hit. Sanchez is in. Pratt's around third. He will score. The throw goes to third. Sliding in there safely is Ortiz. And the first big league knock for Luis Lara is a big one here in St. Louis. He drives in two, and the Brewers lead it 3-0.
What a debut for